Hey, hey, hey. What's up, my snipers? What is going on? Today, I just want to start off. I want to start off by saying, Velvet, listen to your mother. Velvet, if it's no time ever, hey, if no time ever, Velvet, you need your mother. And this is a throwback because we're going to go from a little bit from now until the present, right? I know y'all saw it yesterday, but I want to show you how all of it goes together. All of it goes together. This particular video, no, it's not the best quality, but at that point in time, I was not able to share screen. So I got this video the best way I was able to get it. So, but it's not about the quality. Just listen. Just listen. And then ask yourself, does she needs help? We're going to go through that. We're going to do some more, but does she needs help? She needs her mother more than ever. I know a lot of us think that we can do it by ourselves. But one crying baby, we don't know what type of baby is going to be, a colic baby, a sleepy baby. We don't know. We never know when we have kids. And then you have one that's still two that you have to chase. Don't make life more harder for yourself. Even if you don't want to be with the family, be around family. I'm waiting for y'all to get on up in here. Get on up now. That's right. You gotta get on up. And like I said, this is not more of a talk about her judgment video. This is more of a she needs help. Or maybe she just doesn't want no help. But we're gonna see after all of this. And these is only part of the videos. Part of the videos. We're gonna see the girlfriend needs some help there. So let's start the show off. Thank you all for being here. Hey, Ann Jones, my baby Nicole, Miss Radidie, Blanche. Okay, let's go. Everybody else ready for class. Look, she's so young. She got the pimples and everything.
Okay.
She was like maybe 19 here.
I'm gonna do a video addressing my Babylon mother because I feel like I'm being attacked. At first, she was attacking me through my social media, but then I addressed it.
She's talking about her first
And then
mother.
when I addressed it, she blocked me from all social media. So I didn't really feel a need to even talk about it no more. So I just left it alone. But now that I see that she's attacking me through my reflection social media, and this is not okay because if you position yourself to do whatever you can to do the right thing in this earth realm, and then you have this one person, or the person that seems like it's the closest to you because you was programmed into a family to think that you needed these people to live with and to be with, and they started bashing you from all angles, like, and just not supporting you. It will hurt your feelings because that was the person that was close to you. So I keep saying that you keep saying that you're my mother. Who is my mother? And who is my brother? And who is my sister? So whoever does the will of my mother in heaven is my mother and my brother and my sister. My Babylon mom is she's in the lower self. It's a reflection of me in my lower self. And My Babylon mom reincarnated me into this earth realm to reflect her herself and to learn from herself, which is me. I'm herself, and she is me.
Mm-hmm.
And in that process, being programmed into a family, they teach you that you have control over whatever you have, whatever possession you have. And when you have a child, you ultimately think of that as a possession. So children are like an empty cup. And when a child comes out, the mother or the father dumps and pours everything that they think they know into the child, and that child ultimately becomes them.
Mm.
Me, on the other hand, being the energy that
I think she just made 18. I think she just made 18 in this. She just made 18 years old. She looks much younger here than she does now. Yeah, she was just 18 here. She was still a baby. She was still a baby. That's why I said throwback. And then I said, we're going to go to present. Even though we saw the video the other night, I wanted to, but I'm going to show it again so it can all go together.
am and having the life purpose that I have. When I was beamed into this earth realm, reincarnated through my Babylon mom, I had to learn from her as well. Though she had to learn from me, I had to learn from her. She decided not to learn from me
Mm-hmm.
because I remember a time where I was in Babylon with my Babylon mom, and I wanted to make changes in my life as far as dietary concerns, feeding my body the right things, watching good things, putting good things into my subconscious. And she didn't vibe with it. And I didn't judge her. I never judged her for anything that she didn't vibe with, that I was projecting to her, because that's not my place.
Look at them breakouts.
So
Look at her face.
it hurted my feelings to know that the person that seemed so close to me was not vibing on the same frequency. And I would actually bring stuff into the home to make a difference and make a change, and I was not acknowledged. And it hurted my feelings, but I never said anything about it because I knew that what was going on was bigger than me. I knew what was going on was bigger than her. And I ascended past that part of myself.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
was She was an obstacle. She was myself. She was me reflecting me back to me as an obstacle for me to overcome. And I have ascended that part of myself. Now that I'm actually doing what my life purpose is.
Is what?
What I'm doing is not out here just being some girl that doesn't know what she's doing or can't make choices for
You don't.
herself.
You can't.
I'm very aware of what choices to make, and I can say that for
Mm.
myself, that the choices that I have made up until now has been for the betterment of my being.
Really?
Everything that I have set out in life was a choice to better my being.
Really?
And though those choices may not be, what would you say? If those choices were not, would not be reflective for you, it is for me,
Mm.
because this is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I have a purpose, and everybody has a purpose, but my purpose, you might look at me and think like I would never see her doing that, and then you call me by my Babylon name, Velvet, and you keep saying that you're my
Velvet.
mother.
Velvet.
You're not my mom. And
Mm.
I don't mean that to be mean. I don't
Mm.
mean that to say that I don't love you, because I love myself. But I need you to understand that you are my student now. I am
Mm.
your teacher.
Wow.
You,
Mm-mm-mm.
my Babylon mom is my lower self. My Babylon mom is living in my lower self. I
Wow.
have ascended my lower self, and now I am in my higher self. everything that I'm doing is in my higher self right now. The way
Mm-hmm.
I eat is my
Mm-hmm.
higher self.
Mm-hmm.
The way I speak is my higher self.
Mm-hmm.
The decisions that I'm making is through my higher self. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not living in my lower self.
Mm-mm.
And when I put the information out there and try to teach you, you put you push me away. You run away from that part of yourself. That is not my that's not my issue, because I have faced
Like,
myself.
that's what therapy don't tell
I
us
am
and
not
don't
living
get
in
down to
harmony
the
with
root
my
of.
own body. When I
Yeah.
was in Babylon,
Yeah.
I was not living in harmony with my body. I was going
No.
against my body. I was the
Mm-hmm.
cancer of my body.
Mm-hmm.
And though I knew that, somehow I knew that.
Yeah.
And I would try to make decisions and be like, as in I would just call her mom and I would be like, can we eat this? Can we eat vegetables? And you're really not supposed to eat vegetables, but that was the process, you know what I'm saying? And I would be like, let's try to cut down on meat. And she would be like, okay, she'll give in for a little bit, and then it'll be right back to full blown meat. And then next thing you know, I'll be back having I'll be a carnivore. I'll be being right back a carnivore.
Mm-hmm.
I went from being vegetarian to carnivore to vegetarian for many, just because of the influence of my Babylon mom. And though I'm not blaming that specific astrological energy, I am not blaming you for anything. I am just saying that you are my lower self. You are a part of my lower self, and I have ascended that. I
This
have
is her
ascended that
mother
part of
she's
myself.
talking about,
I
guys.
have rose beyond that part of myself. I am no longer my lower self. I don't live like that no more. I am pure. I live by truth. Truth guides me, not some being that you think you see, because that being that you think you see is a reflection of
It's
me.
not cold. Mm-hmm.
That reflection is me.
Mm.
I really just want all of my lower selves to learn from you, because you are my students now. I have knowledge that you don't have, and I can help you now.
No, thank you. Thanks, but no
And like I
thanks.
said in
Help
one of my
yourself.
first videos when I addressed my Babylon family, some people was like, oh well, if you stop messing with your family, then that'll be a bad thing and all this and all that. How did you come into this room? You popped up in this room by yourself.
Mm-mm.
Unless you had a twin, but technically you were still by yourself, because that twin is a reflection of you and you are the same person. You are one being. So you popped into this reality by yourself.
Mm-mm. Somebody has sex.
And I didn't necessarily even have a family when I came into this realm, and neither did you.
No.
And we are programmed to think that family are the people that you are born into, and you have to be with these people, and they have to have a connection with you, or you're not gonna be shit, or you're not gonna have nothing, or you're not gonna have connections. Family is frequency. Family is frequency.
Mm.
The frequency of my lower self is not my family.
No.
The frequency of my higher self is my family.
Oh, okay.
The beings that I am around right now are my family, are my frequency. The beings that think like you and do like you. My lower self is not doing like me and not thinking like me. Therefore, I am not a part of it. My higher self is thinking like me and doing like me.
Mm.
That is my family. We have to break these spells of what is family. Because even, I don't know, for some reason, I just want to put this out there. For some reason, my Babylon dad understands everything that I'm doing. And he reincarnated me as well, which I reincarnated myself, because those my Babylon parents are reflections of myself. And like I said, they are a part of my lower self, and that's a part of myself that I have ascended. But just to know the fact that my Babylon dad supports and understands what I'm doing shows me that at some point in time in one of his lifetimes, he I guess was supposed to do what I'm doing right now, but
Mm.
he had karma attached to it, and he had to face his own karma. So he's stuck in his karma. Me, on the other hand, I don't have no real karma like that. I don't have kids. Kids are your karma.
You got it
And for
now.
my Babylon mom, I want you to know this. Kids are your karma.
You got it now.
Kids come, you reincarnate these kids as a reflection of
Mm.
yourself to learn from them. Because if you are not like a child, and if your heart is
That'll
not
be
like
next.
it,
That'll
you
be
will not be able
next.
to
She
enter the
was
kingdom
not.
of heaven.
She didn't
Yeah.
go
And
to
this
the
is heaven.
psych
Where
ward.
I am at right now is heaven. It
Yeah.
does not have to be some superficial place that they tell you about in church. A mind state. Heaven is a mind state. Babylon is a mind state.
But that will be
And if
next.
you
Hold
continue
your
to have
horses.
that mind state, you're going to continue to be there. Even if you come to a higher place, to a higher existence where I am, and you still have the mind state of Babylon, you're going to bring Babylon wherever you are. There you go. Yourself will be revealed to you.
You don't say.
And because you're so warped in the programming of thinking that you have control over me, you can't stop to look at the bigger picture. Like, wow, you can't even respect the name that I want to be called because you think you gave me a name. That's not my name. Now my name is EJ, and you don't even respect that.
She wasn't Eliana yet.
So why would I want to have
She was
communication
EJ.
and contact with something that does not respect a reflection of themselves?
Mm.
You don't even respect yourself.
Really?
Although it hurts my feelings,
Yeah.
I rose above that. Like I said, I've ascended that part of myself.
Mm-hmm.
So now when I look into the camera, or when I look at a comment that you have posted, I know that you are coming from a lower vibration, a lower frequency of myself, and I have forgave you for you not know what you do. You don't know what you're doing right now. You're so warped in the programming, you can't even see the truth.
Yeah, that you'll be back home
you
with a
are
baby.
living a lie.
Yeah, we can't see that.
You harbor a lie right in your being. And like I was saying earlier,
What?
kids, Babylon mom, you had 8 kids. 8. Did you at one point of time, when will you stop and think, okay, why did I have all these kids? What is reality trying to show me? But yet you have blocked me from all social media, so you can't even get the video that I made on children. You are not hurting me. Well, you are not hurting this reflection of you. You are hurting yourself. I just want to help you ascend that obstacle of yourself. That's all. Wherever, I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna be all right.
Mm-hmm.
And how I know I'm gonna be all right is because even in Babylon, when I was set out at a young age, my Babylon parents they think that I had them for some reason. They think that I had them to guide me, and I didn't. I didn't have my Babylon mom, and I didn't have my Babylon dad. The years that you were in my life, those moments are blurred and deleted because that I was an empty cup.
She said it was blurred. It was blurred. Hey, Vaughn. Hey, Shimon. She said it was blurred and deleted. Blurred, and now she's just still 18 years old. Remember, she's not Eliana yet. She is EJ. This is EJ. She's not Eliana yet. She's still EJ. So the meaning of does she needs help? Because we're gonna go just a little bit down memory lane. We're gonna get to her father. Then she's gonna say about what therapy means. And then you guys, after watching this and hearing what she has to say, I mean, you guys can think what you want, but y'all make the decision, even though the ultimate decision is hers.
and I was being filled with bullshit.
Mm. Now you got a bigger
Why
cup of
would
bull
you want to
crap.
fill your child with bullshit? But like I said, I forgive you because you know now what you do. But now I am able to articulate myself in a way that I wasn't before. You think I'm crazy because my Babylon mom even said this to me. She said, "You know how crazy it sounds for someone to say that the universe speaks to them? Well, I thought you believed in God, and I'm assuming that God is a part of the universe. Same fucking thing. But the trickery to that is you are God. So I was speaking to my own being. I was speaking to myself. I was guiding myself. And if you don't speak for you, then something is wrong. That means that someone else is speaking for you and someone else is speaking through you. And that's not okay. And especially being in Babylon, if someone else is thinking for you and doing for you and you live in Babylon, 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, it's the lower self that's running you. You think that I needed to go to school to be somebody. You think that I needed a high time paying job to be somebody.
What you
And
think
I am
now?
already somebody.
Oh.
I am already energy. How can a job, how can a diploma, how can a career make my energy? I am already made. I am already somebody, and you are too. Babylon teaches you that you need these things to get by. That is the lower self.
Mm.
Whoever puts a price on something that is free is of the lower self. We are in an information age right now, and all the information is being revealed to us from things that we didn't even know. And it's right online, but why are we still paying for school? We
What?
still going to school.
Hey,
Why? When all the
Empress.
information is
Don't forget, donations is a higher self. Getting an education, going to school, working is your lower self. Donation and sitting around getting it for free is your higher self.
clearly on the internet. Everything that I want to know, I can pull it up. And I want to address this because I went to college to become a botanist. I wanted to study plants. And people used to ask me, that's all I used to say. I just want to know the biological molecular.
Hey, Queen. Oh, hold up. I mustn't add her in yet. Oh, here we go. Hey, Queen.
What's going on, boo?
Not much. Just doing the do Velvet need help. So we're going back to here in another
Velvet
video.
begging now. Beg, that's her begging
No,
self.
this is EJ. This is not Velvet. This is EJ. She's not even Eliana yet. This is EJ.
Yeah, she's and then went to and she's into a whole speech. She's into her teaching mode, y'all. You
No,
know.
this is denouncing the mother and father. This is EJ when he made her denounce them. I went back. This is one of my old videos. This,
Oh,
right. So
oh,
so she's EJ at this point. You see her fat face and all the
oh,
bumps and the hair.
yeah, yeah.
But I wasn't able to screen share before, so this is what you get. I was like, before I let this video finish, please don't leave me no comment to that you don't like my voice. Hey, it is what it is. Find somebody with a better voice. Uh and don't tell me don't beg on my channel. I can ask
Ain't it right?
I can ask for coffee if I choose to ask for coffee. If it
Well, I
don't,
don't know what's wrong with people that come on channels and then don't want people to do what they want on that channel. You have the right to go somewhere else, ma'am, sir,
whoever I'm
hater.
talking, these are the people that know. These are the people who leave me the comments. These are the what you call it, not the
Oh,
chat people. These the comment. These are the ones who watch the replay. So
have
while
to
you're
go back
watching
and
the
forth.
replay, I like to say, I have a hoarse voice by nature. We don't like it. Hey, Toy Toy, go on with yourself. Hey, Pat Max, if you don't show me a channel that don't have a Cash App or PayPal or Super Chat or a commercial, you show me a channel. Show me one that don't take the donations for their work. And number three, don't tell me to get a job because you don't know if I have a job. You don't know if this is my second job. So let me get back. That's it.
The structure of a plant, not knowing that that molecular blueprint was the same blueprint that I have, but this was me searching for the truth.
Mm.
And I went to school to be that. And people would ask me, well, what's your plan? How are you gonna make money? And this, and that. And you know what my answer was?
What?
Have a phone. I was gonna have a phone. And that's crazy now to look back
Empress.
at what I would have did with that, because the the agriculture industry and the dairy industry is killing us, bro. It's killing us. Literally, we are literally eating ourselves to death. Literally. And when that clicked in my mind, I threw everything away. I was like, fuck all of this. I don't need none of this shit. I don't need it. I don't need none of it. And I can say that I've made majority of decisions for myself
Mm.
when I was in Babylon. This
Mm-hmm.
is how I got to the position that I am right now. If it wasn't for me, and if it wasn't for me overcoming my debilitations and overcoming my lower self, which is my mom and well, my Babylon mom and my Babylon dad, I would probably still be in Babylon listening to them. I
Mm.
would still be in Babylon listening to them. And then I would have been reincarnated and repeating this process. But I chose not to do that.
Well, you
And
did.
I
So.
just want respect for that. I'm not out here selling my body. I'm not out here
Hey,
sleeping
Red
around,
Cafe
being
41,
promiscuous.
welcome.
I'm
Yeah,
not
you are.
out here not living the truth. I'm actually
Welcome.
I'm actually living the truth,
Mm-hmm.
sharing the truth,
Mm-hmm.
and gathering, being very objective and gathering facts behind what I'm actually saying. So
Mm-hmm.
there's no way you can go on to me, come to me, and this is why you don't come to me and try to debunk what I'm saying, because you know it's the truth, and then I have facts behind it. And how did I get all this information? The information age. That's how. It's
Age
the
of
information
Aquarius.
age. Everything that we didn't know is now being revealed to us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not your daughter. You are not my mother. I am your teacher and you are my student,
We're gonna leave that there
simply because
because, ooh, I wish she herself looked back on this video and looked back at how much of in her mind she thought she was in her higher self, but in all reality, she was a young girl growing up. I don't care what books or how much you learn, your body filters in the information as it needs to according to your age and where you at in your life. Because she was so much in her higher self then, but she still
Hey, Love J.
allowed herself to
Hey,
still be
Vanessa.
a single mother. She
Hey,
knew
Love
then,
J.
Miss Higher Self knew then he was polygamous. Miss Higher Self knew then. She knew all of this then. But she also knew she wanted monogamy. So what was the purpose of you going over there? Period. And then you spoke up.
bad about your family, I mean, thank goodness, you know, that connection that you claim that you do not have to your biological family, you better thank goodness that they still kept that connection with you. You better be lucky that they didn't learn anything from you. Like you said, you're there to teach them. Well, if they have been listening to your lessons and say, hey, she's right, you wouldn't have nobody to run home to. When
Now, we're gonna go to the next video. No, she didn't have that baby yet. We on EJ. We ain't get to now. We getting to Velvet. That was EJ. Remember, that's EJ. Nice little heavy set one. That's when she had all them bumps and stuff all over her face. But this was the video. One of the videos. I'm I'm gonna see if I can find the other videos when she's constantly denouncing her family. Okay, so now let's go to another one to see, does this girl need help? Does she need help? Hey, brown girl Bella. Hey, sis. Now let's go to another one. See, does she need help? Or can she do this on her own? Maybe we're just all wrong.
As a little girl, and I never had an outlet for my anger, and so it was suppressed a lot, to the point where I just ran away from home, and I continued to run away from relationships that made me angry all the time. Didn't matter if I was telling the truth or not; it just made me angry, and I just ran because I just felt like nobody understood me. Instead of looking at it deeper in that moment to understand that it was to help me communicate. It was to help me get through my debilitation of being angry, to be able to have self control and not to let that overcome me. And so one time when I was like maybe 15 Babylon years, I was angry and with my Babylon dad, and I did exactly what I did here. I just stood there and I just started screaming because I felt that I didn't have no other way to express. And Chief gives me an outlet to express my anger. I just don't utilize it. Though when I was 15, I didn't, and or I didn't think that I didn't understand it. I didn't understand because I was drawing and I was singing and I was doing those things, but I wasn't utilizing those outlets for the right reason.
If y'all speaking in the room and you ain't got by nature on your name, you're getting blocked. I'm letting you know that right now.
So then, after I started screaming, he grabbed me by my shirt like really, really hard, and then he literally drug me out the house, and he put me in the car. As
Who?
if
Who?
my Babylon dad. I'm talking about the situation that I went through when I was 15. That was analogous to this time.
Hey, Dolo, get out the building, man. You see, you a demon too. Hold on real quick, baby. Dolo, we see you. You a demon. See, you come around when it's trouble. You come around to see me fail. You come around to see niggas fucked up. Everybody look at Dolo. Everybody look at Dolo. He's never in our building, minding another man's business. It was more of a catalyst to show Eliana something about herself today. That she's in a moment, she'd get upset and just flare the fuck off and not be able to deal with her emotions in a moment. Um, and that we can't do that anymore. We cannot do it. So I'm gonna
Take
let her
care,
talk for
Chris.
herself. And come on, come closer.
You too, love. That she does look very nasty.
So here it is. and I'm blocking people that don't have by nature on their name. FYI, you're gonna have to speak up because the fans are on.
So, I was explaining earlier.
What happened? In your words, what happened?
Okay, so it all started yesterday, and I was not paying attention to detail. I felt like I wasn't paying too much of detail, more so than just um, running the family and making sure that everything gets done the way that it needs to be. And prior to, because I had called True in here to grab a pin for me for the iPad out my tent. And the reason why I had called him, in my opinion, was because Pice
Yes,
had been
ma'am.
doing everything for me that day. And I always tell Pice, I say, Pice, delegate somebody to do this. And he never does. And he just always goes off and do it. And I'm like, okay, so I took it up to myself to just call somebody else that was available to do what I need to be done the fastest and the most efficient way than what I wanted to be done. Because Pice was in the kitchen washing dishes. And so prior to me calling him for the pin, True had, had a incident where he was doing something that he shouldn't have supposed to, and Chief addressed him about it. And because I called him for the pin, it could have led to him taking the energy the wrong way. Prior to him having the disposition that he had with the women prior earlier that day, this was all the women involved. It wasn't just me. It was the energy behind him and what's his motive and what's his intent or what's on his mind. And so, um, I was just doing it, just unconsciously, just asking and just delegating. I called him to get the pin, and then Chief comes up to me. He's like, "Why would you call him to get the pin?" I'm like, I don't know. I just want to know. I just want to get done what I need to get done as fast as possible. And I knew that he would hurry up and go do it, like, because he doesn't waste time. And so he was like, "But you know that he just did this," and I was like, "I could see that." And so later that night, it's still kind of well, we had a meeting about it. We pulled it out to a meeting, and in the meet, I didn't know that Chief had went to him after the meeting and had a talk with him, like one-on-one. I didn't know that. So I thought that maybe it was still unresolved, that energy was unresolved. But before I figured out or knew that Chief had a conversation with him, I was trying to talk to Chief to get him to understand, like, I wasn't thinking like that. I'm trying to, like, look at it from all aspects and just be open, because I know before times, by my Mars being in the 12th house, I could have fantasies about other men. I could, daydream about it. And this has been a pattern for me earlier in our relationship. And because I wasn't secure within myself, didn't have enough self-confidence to understand and see what was in front of me. Like, Chief is my husband. I shouldn't even do that. Like, because if I had self-esteem and I wasn't insecure in certain areas in my life, then I wouldn't even be able to do that. And I'm just being real. And so that has been a pattern a couple times in our relationship. And I, like, now in my life, I'm like, so I don't want that to ever happen again. That it's a very easy trigger for me for him to say, like, oh, this guy, or try to, like, play the energy. And I'm like, it frustrates me because I don't like when Chief is angry at me. I don't like when it just does something to me that just, like, it just make me just be like, fuck the world. Like, it just make me feel like that, which I shouldn't go to that extent. But I just really feel some type of way. Like, it just trigger all of my emotions, like trigger everything inside of me when he's testing me or when something is happening. And
So let me ask you this. When you trigger emotions in me, as you do all the time, ain't I patient with you?
yeah,
So, I mean, the world has seen how patient I've been with you. So why wouldn't you take the time and not display that anger toward me? Why you don't just give me the same thing I give you? I give you patience. I sit down and have a real nigga moment. We talk about it. We get through the issue. If there's a misunderstanding, we talk through it. Since when do you have the right to, just because you're frustrated and you get emotional, that you go over the edge and say, fuck it, I'm just going to wild the fuck out? How is that loving me? If I'm insecure in our relationship at all, right? I deserve the same treatment throughout the whole damn year and a half we've been together. You've been insecure the whole time. And every time you've been insecure, I have went and bent backwards to make sure that you were secure. I've pushed you, motivated you, even when the whole world was like, fuck her, chief. I said, no, I believe in you. In one moment, as this, just one moment, all it took was for one moment, and you just flipped the fuck out. Like, yo, where's the love? So when I say that, I say this. Where the love? You see what I'm saying? Because the whole world has watched me be super patient with you and your insecurities. Now, I'm not an insecure person, not at all. But if I feel insecure in my relationship, I would like to bring that to the table and talk about it. Because that's who I am. I'm a communicator. Mercury 7th house. So with that being stated, I'm having a real nigga moment and you flare the fuck off. As if I deserve that little bit of patience from you after the world has seen, and not only is my reflection before the world could ever seen it, for the time, the whole time we've been together, I've been nothing but patient with you when you've been insecure about polygamy. I sat and explained it. I turned the camera on. I sat you on my lap and said, baby, I would never do that to you. I love you. I sat there and reassured you in front of everybody. And this is one little moment where I had the indication that I was insecure about our relationship and what was going on. Did I not deserve the same patience and love from you?
Yes.
So why then do you say, yo, and this goes back to people can only love you as much as they love themselves. See, me, I love myself. I think I deserve all of the patience, love, and I give that to my people. I give that to others because that's who I am. I extend that to other people because I give it to myself. I'm very patient with myself. When I fail, I get up and keep going. And I tell myself, it's okay. You can make it. You can go. Keep going. And so I extend that to my lover. I don't give up easy. That's not in me. And I've displayed that in front of the world. In every episode that you have, in every real nigga moment, it was like you falling apart. I picked you up. So the one time that I'm insecure in our relationship, which doesn't happen often, this something so little, something so petty, you flare the fuck off as if I do this all the time. You act like I'm doing this to you all the time. I never do this. I felt something and I just brought it up. Like, what's up, y'all? Y'all feeling each other? Like, what's going on? I want to know. Because we have a rule here in Carbonation. If your girl is feeling, if you got a notion that somebody else is feeling somebody, what do? Call a meeting. Sound off again. Call a meeting. We call a meeting. We don't play secret and play little games with each other's wives and husbands. We don't play the little eye and body language. We don't play little flirtation. We don't do that here because that creates confusion. So anytime we have the notion of something going on, we communicate. Because I never wanted to be with somebody else's girl. I don't want you to be with my girl. And so most of the time during real nigga moments is what? It's either me letting the wife go or me receiving the wife, which is the case right now, right? Ra is now going to Solar, which is the case now. Ra is going to Solar. That's how I do it. Ra ain't gotta flirt with Solar on a daily basis. If Ra feels something between her and Solar, well, take your ass over to Solar. Don't say you want to be here and play games. Because that creates confusion and we ain't got time for that. I like an organized environment, a very clean, environment, and justice and righteousness. Let's be righteous. Let's do the right thing. You feel me? I ain't got no hard feelings. I I could get a woman. That's okay. There's plenty of women that want me. I'm okay. Now, if you want to be over there, be over there. Don't play games. Don't play games. I feel it. Now, if I'm insecure, then you should have brought it up in the meeting. Just say, hey, look, that ain't what's going on, blah, blah, blah. Baby, I would never do that to you. I love you as I've done to you publicly. When you've been insecure, and I said, Eliana, come here. What's going on? Everybody could see Eliana was jealous. What did I do? I reassured Eliana. No one come before Eliana. I reassured you, even though that got on my nerves. I was very frustrated in those moments. I did not flare off and go cut my fucking hair off or have a fucking temper tantrum. You cannot do that. Now, you represent a lot of black women out there. This behavior is the common black woman behavior. I hate you so much right now. Angry black woman. We know about it. Like a firecracker ready to set it off. So many women out there are, this is what happens. Once they get upset, they go from zero to fucking cuckoo real quick.
Happy Friday, Tavia.
And I'm still not giving up on you. I'm not going to be with you no more. Me and you are no longer directs. After this, you are my student right now. We and you are not together anymore. You are my student. After this episode, no. Because I deserve better than this, and you deserve better than what you give yourself.
He was a student before
like
he made her president.
So you can stay here, and you can be my student, but me and you are not lovers anymore. You are not my director. You are not my chiefess anymore from this day forth. That's fine. But I'm not going to give up on you because I love you. And you represent the black woman out there. See, each one of us have spirits in us that represent somebody out there watching. There's a woman out there have done the same shit you just did right there. Cut their fucking hair off in the moment, in the emotional moment. You raise your hand.
I mean, that's exactly where she was. Simply tantrums, not being able to control my
We got another real nigga moment that happened with y'all. We need to talk about that. Right? We need to talk about that. Now, that's a real nigga moment, too. There's a lot of people that don't know about what happened between Joy and goddamn New the other day. They don't know about that. But they need to know it ain't all fucking peaches and cream with all of y'all. Everybody got this shit. Hey, man, I feel the same shit everybody else feel. I'm not allowed to respond the same way because we supposed to be leveling up and expanding the black mind. We're not allowed to lash out and do irrational things in our anger. We're not. No matter as bad as we want to do it. We might as well go back to Babylon, eat fucking Burger King, smoke cigarettes, and drink out. If you're going to be Babylon, be Babylon. If you're going to be dedicated to this path, be dedicated to the path. You're doing it for the people. But the race is not given to the swift nor the strong. You might think you're stronger than Eliana. You might think that you're smarter than Eliana. You might think that you're faster than Eliana. But the race is not given to the swift nor the strong, but those that endure to the what? The end. The end. My life doesn't belong to me. It belongs to you. That's why I give it to you.
Hey, Too Fly for ya. Hey, Tavia. Whoever else walked in, if I missed you, hello. Yes, a flashback. Back down memory lane. Yes.
Point blank, period. So I'm gonna let you finish speaking for yourself and just talk to the people about how you feel about.
I just made me a turkey burger, Xavier.
I just remember when I had a moment like this before, when I was in Babylon, and what I remember in that situation was through the universe, through the person. The universe was, is as the person, and the person hemmed me up and threw me in the car like I was a psycho, like I was a maniac, and strapped me in. Without my consent, like just put me in the car, strapped me in, and told me that they was gonna take me to the crazy house because that's
your Babylon father.
Yeah, he did that to me.
and he felt like he was going to ride to the crazy house. And I remember I calmed down because of that, because I had watched my Babylon grandma go through going to the psychiatric ward, and I remember how the
Uh-oh.
people was in there, and I didn't want to. That's
So
a
she
place that I
got
didn't want to
problems in
be.
her
So
family.
I had calmed down from that, and then it was all over. But eventually, as time went on, because I was just so angry, I wound up just running away from the situation, and that led me here. And now that I'm here, I'm continuing that same behavior as if it's helping me, and it's not. It's actually I'm using it against myself and self-sabotaging it against myself. Now, as far as like just going ham and just cutting my hair off, like I literally was just in that mode. Like I had no control, and it doesn't make me feel good that I didn't have control, because now I have to live with the results of what I did when I didn't have
In the moment,
control, and I
in the
didn't have
fucking moment, man.
self-control. And so
What y'all seen upstairs? I'm just when what you seen
Yes,
upstairs, fellas.
Vanessa, she was crazy already, and it runs in her family.
Nobody can hear your little light ass nigga. Like nobody can hear your light voice, bruh.
What you were saying, boss lady? Because I put her on.
Oh, Vanessa was saying she was crazy before Nature Boy, and yes, she was. She had problems in her family. Her grandma was in the mental institution, so they had mental issues in their family already. So she was not everything. It was all everybody was right for her, saying that she everything is Nature Boy's fault. It's not. It's not. She was already crazy. Oh, did you speak to Tavia? Please speak
I
to
said
Tavia.
hi unless I was on mute. Hey, Decole. Um, just the purpose of the video. Are you feeling better? I'm glad you're feeling better. He still ain't giving me no coffee yet. We ain't cool. What's the zip code for Babylon? 2222222. I don't know. Right. So does she need help? Is the question. So I put these videos on, and like I said, it'll be more throwback videos. But I wanted you to see when she was EJ, and then I wanted you to see her being Eliana, and then we're gonna lead back up to. Remember, she denounced. She's dogging her family out right now. Some videos you can't like get no more because the T said bye. Check my videos with me. But anyway, hey Ann, how you doing? I believe she's more like tripolar. I don't believe she's bipolar anymore. But let's go, let's go, let's go. We gotta keep it moving.
Nobody can hear you. What you seen upstairs? What did it make you feel like? Y'all gotta come up because it's kind of dark. Come up a little closer. What did y'all when y'all was looking at your chiefess? Why at the time wilding out like that? What was y'all thinking? No, your face was the shit. You was looking like, bro. You was looking like. It was a lot of anger. It was like, yo. A lot of energy at that point in time. Hair was all over the floor. Like a lot of like, you could see like the waves. Like there was so much energy going on, frustration, hurt, pain, misunderstanding. Like a lot of that stuff just all coming out. You know what I'm saying? All boiling out. It's like someone reaching their top, like their head exploded. Like literally, like that. All of that frustration and anger, misunderstanding just came out of that one person at that point in time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had no idea. I had no idea the limitation, like where it was going to stop, because it started like we started hiding on anything, like because I didn't know like how much worse this could have went. I'm not used to seeing. Well, actually, I'll take that back. I haven't seen people hurt themselves, but that was like I was nervous. I was like there, like trying to protect her. Yeah, we was trying to restrain her down, like yeah. But I was thinking like, yo, how could something so light just got? It's like the straw that broke the camel's back. What I want to ask you is, what happened to lead up to that much anger? Like, You act like shit. I've been doing this every single day to you. I don't do this. I hardly ever do that to you. But I just want to understand, like, is that all it took for you to say fuck everything, like fuck life, like you was growling, like growling, like to say just like fuck it.
It was a it's a lot of other stuff in me that I'm frustrated about.
Like
I
what? We
can't feel
talk
like
about
I
everything. And what's gonna stop this from happening again? That's the scary part. The scary part is this ever happening again.
I just think that sometimes in the moments where it's really important, like today we was upstairs and we was talking and stuff, and we was talking about hanging out and stuff, and you was like, I really like when I'm hanging out with you when you're not tripping, because I feel like you focus on things that shouldn't be focused on, and then you counteracted it with, well, then I realized that the things that you do think about I should be focused on because it was a valid point as your feminine energy to bring stuff to the surface. And sometimes I just think that you don't listen to me 100%, so I just feel like completely shut off to you in moments where I have information and I try to come and tell you, and then it's like this morning, that incident that happened this morning where I proceeded right in Solar this morning, not actually them, but this situation, and I came to talk
All
to
I
you
said
about
was
it.
like, let's hold a meeting. That's what we did. And
No,
that's
no.
what I feel.
Well,
That's
the meeting happened naturally, and but you always have this disposition where you're like, I don't know, for some reason, I just feel like you were saying key things in that time that we was talking that made me feel bad about myself, like you was like, you just why you just want to throw her away, like stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't want to throw her away. I'm like, wait, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I feel that something is off, and
and what did I
sometimes I just
say?
feel like you
No, no,
fussing
no,
at
no.
me.
Here's what I do. I like. Let me tell you something about me, and you need to know what. I'm a positive ass thinking person. It's a lot of negative shit that's getting thrown at me 24 goddamn 7 in my position.
It's not
No,
negative
no,
if I
it's just everything that come to me. I try to be optimistic about it. So you're gonna feel me turn a negative situation into a positive situation. So you'll come to me like, I don't feel. I like. Well, why didn't you just talk to her? That's what you'll get from me. You like. I said, why don't you just have a meeting and tell her how you really feel? Stop in that moment. Don't
No,
let it linger.
no, you don't have that. You say, well, why you didn't have a meeting? That's not how to
No,
take
no, no.
it.
I did not.
That's what
I
you
just
do
scream
when
at you like that. Stop lying on me. Don't do that. Don't do that.
you did.
No, 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 no.
You say
This morning we
we
was in
do
the
this
back.
every day. You say you do
No,
this all
if
the
my
time.
voice
You
is like this,
respond like this.
like first of all, I'm from New York. Like, calm down. Like, when I talk, I be talking like I project myself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't make it seem like I was screaming on you, my nigga. Like, you making it seem like I was like,
You
yo,
know, no,
what
not
are you
screaming.
talking
No,
about?
I'm
Was I
not
like
saying,
that?
no, I'm not saying like screaming. I mean, I'm just saying that every time I have one of those moments,
I'm
because you've
always.
taught me to address situations when I have facts, and when I don't have all of the pieces, I come to you as
No, you get the fact. I say this every time, don't I? Don't I say this every time? You
if
get
I
the facts by how? By talking about it. You never get the facts until you hold the meeting with her. You're gonna be confused about the situation until you hold the meeting with her. So I don't really want to talk to you about how
Hey,
you feel
Shantae,
about somebody
welcome.
else. I want you to be like, yo, babe, we need to hold the meeting because I want to know the solution rather than your problems. Tell me the solution. I'm the type of person like this. I don't even like to
Hey,
talk to people
Shantae.
unless they're talking about
How you doing?
solutions. I don't want to talk about your problems. I want to talk about the solutions. Let's talk about the solutions. You know what to do in these situations, as I told you over and over. And sometimes I'm frustrated because I repeat myself over and over, and you perpetuate the same behavior over and over. Excuse me if I'm a little frustrated by the 50th time, and my voice is a little got a frustration in it because you keep doing the same thing over and over. The same behavior over and over will make somebody frustrated after a while.
I just feel like I just think that like even if I would have put, sometimes the reason why I don't go straight forward into and address the situation, because like what happened in the beginning of the relationship when I had said a couple things about Mama Ra, and kind of technically it is what it is, like that is the behavior But it was like, you can't think like that. Like, you can't always look at stuff like that. You can't do that. And I'm like trying to piece it together. And of course, that is going to be pieced together through me talking to her. Like, I understand that.
That's all
But
it
then
is.
sometimes I don't know how to.
No, you're trying to do something within your own mind, assuming things. And this goes back to the original meeting about Rob. Remember, Rob said she didn't want to go live with you. And I said, you said, okay, well, that's the universe. And in your mind, you took it and made something else up in your own mind instead of going to Rob and being like, why did you say that? You just took it and assumed that this was the universe said. And this is what you do. And so when you bring it to me over and over with the same thing that I just talked to you about on live, and you do the same thing to me, you come to me again and say, I don't know what's going on with Rob. And I'm like, what do you mean? Did you talk to her? You're like, no. I'm like, well, you're never gonna know what's going on with Rod. So you talk to her. Your answers are in your communication. And you keep and look, I'm a little frustrated because I'm thinking about things that are.
All right, we
My
gotta
mind
keep
is
this
always
moving.
on
We
things
gotta
that are
keep this moving. We
manifesting
gotta
my
keep this moving.
reality and
Right?
things that are always positive.
Okay.
Is it? Did you show the part when he slung her ass around in that room?
No. This is about her mental health. This is not
Oh, okay.
about that. This is does she needs help? And then I had to go look all in my old things. So hopefully, I can find that. But of course, I remember. But I don't know if I showed that in one of my old videos. But we'll look. Okay. So, as mental wellness beneficiary, also known, I have a diagnosis. They both need assessments. Okay, let's carry this on. We got things to do. We want to keep this going steady. Show a little bit of this, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit.
The I am consciousness, the Christ conscious, is the highest frequency of consciousness that you could vibrate to. The most purest thoughts, the most bad.
Poor baby. I feel sorry for her because the reality of it is, even as you watch this, like she said, there's some things she had to struggle with and come to terms with in the last couple of months. And though they like to pretend like they're so high vibrational and they have it all and they know it all, the facts is they don't. And I really feel sorry for her because you could tell that as watch you to know I'll never give up on you, baby. I'll never motherfucking. But no, you're like, don't put no other.
If you want to speak in those terms, that's the level of consciousness that I was thinking on when he treated me certain ways and he did certain things. And, I felt just emotionally detached and I didn't have the father that I was supposed to have in my life. And, which really he was there for me. He taught me everything that I needed to know about who I was to get from point A to point B,
Now, y'all know damn well, if y'all been peeping game on this nigga Nature Boy, y'all know this nigga is not liking this shit. First of all, she started to lie without giving him. She no longer feels like she didn't have a father. He don't like that shit neither. He like you to feel thrown away, so he can be your hero, right? If you don't feel thrown away and abandoned, then he's not your fucking the nigga on the white horse that swoops in and saves the damsel in distress. You got to be a damsel in distress so he can be your Prince Charming and shit. Save you from the dragon, who is your mother and your father, who is Babylon, right? Mm-hmm. Peep that game. Let's go.
And before I didn't look at it like that, and it perpetuated daddy issues in my life. I started attracting.
Hey, Nicola,
Not even men, because these were just little boys. It was just reflections of me, and my lower self. So I was attracting boys to me that, showed me that I had daddy issues, that I needed to overcome that to get where I needed to be so that I could express myself authentically and be who I'm supposed to be, and even now, I've had to shed those daddy issues in my subconscious because, in my programming, I know that because of my Mercury in the fourth house, which is Cancer, and then I have the Cancer moon, it allows me to stay attached to my childhood. But I know that all of those things happen for a reason to get me right where I am right now. And it was this most profound thing that my Babylon dad, well, he told me a lot of profound things that I hear my husband say all the time. And I'm like, whoa. And I have like, it's almost like having deja vu because I already have been through those moments with my Babylon dad and my husband does.
Nature Boy is not liking this shit. Now I'm telling y'all, this is the first time I've heard this shit right here. Like I say, I caught bits and pieces of it because I was busy at the time. But I'm just hearing this shit for the first time right now. And I'm telling y'all, bruh. I'm telling y'all. I love this nigga, which means I understand this nigga. Okay? And this nigga is back here catching a motherfucking hissy fit. Bitch, how dare you compare me, the Lord and Savior, the chief and commander of the earth plane, God the Most High, to your Babylonian daddy, a lower self cancer cell. How fucking dare you? That's what.
If it was very vague one day, we was having a conversation and I don't even remember everything that we was talking about, but he said to me, he's like, maybe he was talking to someone else, but I remember it was a situation where I was tuned in and he was like, you know, if everything, a man is supposed to be able to provide for his family, for his wife, a man is, and it was deeper than what, you know, he was, I think that he was speaking more on a Babylon term, but my mind took it deeper, you know, because my husband says the same thing, but I'm going to bring it there. He said, the husband is supposed to be able to provide for his family, for his wife. He's supposed to make sure.
Wait, what you just said?
Mine took it deeper, you know, because my husband, for his family, for his wife.
I'm sorry, y'all. I have a tendency to tune out when she's talking. Not really sure why. Maybe it's the monotone voice. I'm not sure. But you would have a host of followers who want to follow Velvet. Bitch, do you know who you are? They named her Lucy. Girl, turn into this shit.
Get what it is that we need as a resource, like food and water and shelter. We have to go, you know, do a demonic exchange of energy for, you know, this piece of paper to get what we need. And if paper was taken away and all of these systems and all of these buildings and all the electricity was shut down, how are you going to be able to access or be accessible to water and food for your children? And this is why we use the Bible as a good reference to some of the points that we make here in the I am consciousness, and in carbonation is the I am consciousness. But this is why we use the Bible as a reference, because in the Bible there are jewels in the Bible. I mean literal jewels that says.
I thought y'all don't read though. I thought y'all don't read. Y'all reading now?
Because he's like, everything in your universe is trying to tell you who you are. And all of the experiences I have, from my Babylon mom to my Babylon dad to my Babylon, all my Babylon family, to, you know, all of the me running away, to me going to high school, all of these experiences, all my childhood, all of those experiences let me see who I was as an individual. Let me, not even as just my astrological program, it allowed me to see my astrological energy play out.
Again, like I said, they're going through this influx of emotions as it relates to their childhood, as it relates to their upbringing, so to speak, because of the baby in the house. Okay, we know that babies are pure beings, pure spirits before they get fucked up. Okay, and so what they have there.
Yes, you. I'm telling myself, like, yes, you, like, you're it. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, no. And then every time I have that self-doubt, something comes in, a person or a situation come into, even now, to this day, a person or a situation may play into my reality that will show me my fears and show me my self-doubt and show me my low self-esteem and my low confidence. And it will be like, okay, do this, and then I'll do something that promotes the fact that I am who I am, and then the person and the situation dissipates and it leaves because I've conquered that self-doubt in that moment, or I've conquered whatever it is that I was fearful of because I didn't believe in myself. And okay. I have to sit back that I vibrated to when I was in my lower self. It's showing you that you are God, because literally you create everything in your universe, whether and everything is always happening for a reason. You just have to understand. I wanted to this. I'm going live again because there a lot of things arose and struck to me in the first live, and I just want to get it out. This is a perfect time.
Okay. So what we have here is there was 2 separate lives done from what I can see. The first one just ended. You seen that there. Now she's come back. She says, I've come back to do another one. So what happened when the camera went off? Using my superior intellect, of course. Nature Boy went check that ass. Nature Boy said, fuck that. You going back live and you getting your father on. Okay? Because he knew that what he gonna try to do is poke some holes in this love and this reverence and this worship and this respect that she has for her father. So he wants to get the father on there so the father can say some shit that's gonna upset her, that brings her back into the mind frame of fuck my people back in Babylon. She looking too goddamn soft and loving. She looking like velvet, okay? And he not finna have that shit. No, fuck that. And so, there's some things that were unresolved. No, the fuck there weren't. When you pressed end, it was over. But this nigga, like they say, how they say, but God, but this nigga who's not God. Let's go.
Me to address everything that I want to say, and I want to tag my.
All right, peep game. I can tell you now, look at her face. Her face looks totally different than it did just a while ago. You already know he said some shit that fucked her mind up, okay? He suppressed Velvet and he brought Eliana back out. Did you see she just wiped her face? Did you see that shit? She wiped her face and scratched her back. Okay? You always know when shit is fucked up over there and she's uncomfortable because they all start scratching. They start itching and scratching every motherfucking where. And Velvet got this thing that when she's trying to change, when she's switching personalities, when the real Velvet is trying to stand up, she does this shit where she wipes her face as if to wipe Velvet away so she could play the role. It's almost like symbolically she's putting on the mask that was carefully crafted by Nature Boy. Let's see that shit again. Peep this game. Peep that shit.
Everything that I want to say, and I want to tag my Babylon dad in it because this is really what
I want to tag my Babylon dad in because this is what you hear that shit? That nigga got all in her shit.
in the first live, and I just want to get it out. This is a perfect time for me to address everything that I want to say, and I want to tag my Babylon dad in it because this is really what this live is going to be about, my relationship with my Babylon dad, and I pinned his name, so if somebody could just like send him.
Nature Boy, you make me fucking sick. You make me sick. Completely fucking sick. You motherfucker. Oh, Lord Jesus. The real one, by the way.
Live video, then that would be cool. So I'm gonna just type in the thing right quick.
Y'all peep her demeanor, bro. I can't stress this shit enough. Now I'm just grasping this shit with y'all. Like I said, I seen a little bit, but not all of it. Do y'all see this shit? Y'all see her whole fucking demeanor's change. You could tell she nervous. Now suddenly she got some shit she need to get out, which basically means he told her go do another live, tag his ass in it, and we're gonna talk about it.
Exactly.
Look at that. He's uncomfortable all fucking
Wait, let
ready,
me
bro.
check my likes. Cause y'all be doing me real dirty. Who phone ringing? Y'all be doing. Okay, that's on mute. That must be boss lady. Y'all be doing me dirty. Let me check my likes. Oh, come on, guys. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these there. I sitting in here. Maybe y'all forgot to hit the like. So can y'all support the channel by hitting a like, please? Please. Thank you. Can we get some more likes up in here? And people in the bushes, we need like 6 more. Like, we need 6 more likes. Can we get 6 more likes up in here, please? 5 more likes. We need 5 more likes so we could continue with this back down memory lane. 5 more likes and we shall finish the video. Don't hold them. We need 4 more. Don't hold them. And if anybody is not subscribed to the channel, please take this time out to subscribe to the channel. If you hit the like and you're not part of this, if you're not part of the sniper family, because we snipe up in here, we need 1 more like. Hit that subscribe button like right now. Hit that subscribe button like right now. If you want to donate to the coffee fund, you can PayPal me or Cash App me. Either way, we need 1 more like. We need 1 more like. There we go. Whoever that one who just pushed that button, thank you so much.
Velvet, the nigga trying to own you. That nigga trying to own you.
You got him.
Y'all notice the brick wall around their rental property. Because he cannot let her go to bed with all these wonderful ass thoughts dancing around in her head.
Okay, so
Preach it.
all right, he's in the room. Okay, cool. It would be nice to address.
Yeah, she looking at him. He over here. Where my little stick at? There it is. His ass over here somewhere. So watch how she's looking at him, because she's taking her direction from him.
Yep.
Why? Because this is not some shit she planned. This is not some shit she want. She already know. I can't believe Velvet is dumb. Okay, I really can't. She looks past a lot of shit, but not once do I really believe that she don't see. Velvet is still alive in there some motherfucking where. She pops her head out too many times for me to believe that she not. Okay, she didn't plan this shit, so she's looking at you. You hear suddenly now you hear Nature Boy in the background. Now she's nodding to Nature Boy and shit.
Respect my decision and what it is that I'm doing. I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to go back and forth. It's no negotiation. It just is what it is. And I just hope that you try to meet me where I'm at, because I'm going to do that for you. You see? And I really just want to have an understanding from it all. Not to, make this about, oh my God, that's not what I'm here for. Because.
But that's what the fuck Nature Boy is there for. That's why Nature Boy set the whole goddamn thing up. And so y'all can have that shit you just described that you know is gonna happen. You know it, and he fucking knows it too. And that's why he making you do this shit. Stupid bitch. Drawing a wedge between a daughter and her father.
God. Tell it.
You gonna get what you gonna get. And don't motherfucking catch a fit neither, nigga.
To have an understanding from it all, not to make this about, oh my God, that's not what I'm here for. Because really and truly, yeah, hold on.
Send him the request.
Okay,
send him the request.
Now you heard him say send the request, right?
Bitch ass. That nigga back there itching and scratching, I guarantee you that.
yeah, hold on.
Send him the request.
Hey, Tony.
Okay.
Send him the request.
I'm about to now.
Where boss lady at? I ain't heard her in a bit.
She nervous than a motherfucker. Nervous.
Let me see. Oh, I could.
You know why she nervous? First of all, as I've said before, I don't know if y'all could tell, but I motherfucking love New Orleans, okay? As you can tell from what she of get down or motherfucking lay down. She looks like her father.
Yep.
You see that?
Yep.
She looks like her father.
I'm going to keep this picture still for a moment. I'm gonna keep this picture still for a moment, right? She may have been lost. Or say people saying hello to you and stuff. They didn't say how she coming back. Now, this is what no other person that's ever been in Carbon Nation, Nasty Nation, whatever nation he wants to call it, ever looked at a family member like this. Like this. Ever. Actually, Velvet looks like whoever she's with. If Velvet is around her mother, she's like a lighter version of her mother. If she's around, you see her father, she is like the mix of both of them. I'm just, so again, does Velvet need help? Y'all seen the first video? Y'all seen the second video? How she's denouncing her father, denouncing her father, denouncing her father. Now let's see what happens here.
You know what that tells me? That she perceives the world in almost the same way that her father does. Grasp that shit.
Sort of
Please, it's sad that this father has got to go through that. You begin to speak, Eliana, and the disclaimer is this: a hell, and she's a creation and the offspring of Nature Boy. She's a fucking demon.
Oh,
that's what she is.
Now, I didn't say that. She said she's an effing demon. Oh shit. Oh, righty. I'm going to rewind that part. Yes, you have to rewind this part. I'm going to rewind that. I'm going to rewind that. She gotta come on over here. We gotta get this lady over here. I like she. Heartbreaking. Oh, we're gonna show that next. And then we're gonna get to the video when she speaks upon getting help. So I thought I'd throw this all together so you can see how she was running in and out the house since she was 15. But technically she told the truth and she said 13. So she was in and out the house since she was 13, running away since she was 13, being manic since she was 15, yelling and screaming since she was 15, having men, and loving them and leaving them, loving them and leaving them, loving them and leaving them. You understand? So, and you know, a lot of young ladies who do have mental problems, for them, sex is the answer. But it's not. It's not. It's not. But we're going to. Yes, she did, Vaughn, of course. But sometimes when I take you guys back down memory lane, hey, Miss S, thank you all you guys for being here. Then we're going to rewind that a tick because she made me laugh with that one.
Tending you Velvet, you bitch. Let's go.
Important to me. So you know, when I portaled through, or when I was birthed, right? When you and my Babylon mom conceived me, you guys decided to name me Velvet. You guys decided to name me Vel.
Hey, Donna.
And though I know that there is an emotional attachment to that name,
how you doing?
I do not wish to be called that name anymore, due to the fact that that name holds a spirit. It holds a vibration. It holds all of the experiences, all of the traumas, all of the things that I went through in my lower self before I had to understand who I am on a higher level. And when you call on
look at Pop's face.
Ingredients. You know, y'all always talking about ingredients that are so wonderful that make you who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's molestation and shit like that, it's all ingredients. Everybody want to eat the cake, but they don't want the ingredients. Everybody want to eat the cake, but they don't want the ingredients. Is that what the fuck I hear from you, Velvet? Don't call me Velvet, because those are the ingredients. So, Velvet. Oh, excuse me, Eliana.
EJ.
So you want the cake, but you don't want to fuck with the ingredients anymore, huh? Talk to your master teacher, your Lord and Savior, about that shit. Let him teach you about the ingredients.
name, you call on the spirit of that being, and I'm no longer that person. I'm no longer Velvet. I'm no longer Vel. I don't smoke anymore. I don't smoke weed anymore. I don't eat meat anymore. I don't associate myself with the Babylon life. I don't cut and dye my hair. Everything that Babylon is doing, I am not a part of. So I do not wish to be called that name. I don't. My name is Eliana. If you want to call me Eliana, you can call me Eliana. You could call me Eli. You could call me Anna. In the range of those names, you can call me, but I do not want to be called Vel anymore.
Okay, well,
hi, Dad. How are you?
Ain't
And we
that some
start off
shit?
that way,
Hello.
all that neck popping and lip
Uh-huh.
smacking and shit. How fucking disrespectful is that shit?
Mm.
Oh, this shit is hard to watch. I'm telling you, man. This
Mm-mm-mm.
motherfucking shit hard to watch.
Yes, it is.
Greedy?
a good name is gold, right?
Gold?
And we chose to give you that name because it's precious, more precious than gold. That's your name. I understand what you're saying. I got you. I understand what you're saying. However, this is what I need you to do, because I had a friend that we went through this with one time, and his name was given to him at birth by his parents, but he chose to do something else, call himself something else, right? And it was him that showed me the difference between just being wanted to be called something else and making it a reality. So I need you to make it a reality, meaning do it legally. Once it's done, I have no problem with that.
Legally is so overrated. That word is so overrated. Babylon has programmed us to think that we have to get papers to change our names and do whatever we want. The fact that you and my Babylon mom decided to name me Velvet without of course you had that name in mind, right? That was the name that you chose to name me. But because of that system, you had to go get it put on paper. Whether you wanted to name me something else or whatever, you made the decision to name me that, and there was no consent or no permission from anybody else to name me that. Just because the Babylon system perpetuates that.
Donna, we don't have to ask questions because she's going to tell the story in the next part of the video. Just hold tight. Just hold tight and work with a sister. Work with a sister. Work with a sister. Work with a sister. But at that point, if she couldn't handle it, maybe these are the reasons why. Maybe these are the reasons why. Maybe she need help. Maybe because of these videos that I'm showing you, maybe that's why she didn't. Or maybe you feel like because of how situations was, so maybe that's why she couldn't handle it. Because of these videos, maybe that's what it could be. But she's going to say her reason. But maybe the reason is these videos right here. Because it's pain, as everybody say, it's painful to watch. But we had to go back to when she was EJ. But she was EJ. Remember, she wasn't Eliana. She was EJ, which he named her that after his son, Eligio Jr. He named her EJ. Then it was Eliana. Ooh, I know, right? Let me just put these two together because it goes together. Okay? We're going to finish with this, and then she's going to explain do she need help or not. And that's why I made this video. So let's go.
You had to go get a certificate, and that's not the world that I live in. I don't live in that mind state. I say what happens in my universe.
I understand that.
I say what my name is, and that's just the bottom line.
Actually, no, the fuck you didn't. Last time I checked, Nature Boy named all y'all asses. So is you special? Is you different? You named yourself? Huh? I doubt that shit very seriously.
Hello.
No, Nature Boy named all y'all motherfucking ass because he wants to own you. Just like they changed Kunta name to Toby, the same shit happened to you and all the rest of you motherfuckers. I'm not stupid. So no, you didn't name yourself. You didn't give yourself the name Toby. Your master did.
Mm.
Oh, I mean, Elias.
Yeah, I know. I think okay. I'm gonna try to add him back in the room. It was his internet that was off. We good on the internet over here. Okay, I'm adding them back in the room. I'm gonna see if it attaches it. So in the meantime, this is
You are correct. Smooth Pana is never too late, but that's if the person wants it. That's if the person wants it. All we're doing is going back down memory lane. She the one said her life belongs on display. So you can't get mad at what we display because she said as of recently her life belongs on display. So we're not saying it's not too late. We're not saying nothing. This is her talking. This is her. Every time she got a chance to, she disowned her father. And I can show another one, which I'm not. I'm gonna show that another time when she was sitting up in that daggone house
Oh.
and disowning her father and her mother, and she was going off on them.
Well, hello, Ash the D.
You got something in the background, baby.
Oh, wasn't it? You hear something still?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
I don't know. It's in your house.
I don't know. I ain't got nothing on. I'm looking around like, what is she hearing? The fan?
Hold on.
I'm talking to my friend. She ain't no kid. Hi, Miss Choni.
You don't hear it in the back?
Hey, Toy. No.
Now, okay, you muted. Okay, Val always had all the answers. She always talking about humanity because that's the demon speaking. At Vanessa, she's so stuck on her lifted velvet voice to get well. We shop. Let's finish.
That's right. She wiped her face again. You game. She gotta constantly keep her mind in
so it's not
She gotta constantly keep putting
Make something legal anyway.
huh?
Make something legal. What is legal?
Bitch, shut the fuck up.
Right.
Bitch, shut the fuck up. You not in the
That marriage y'all got is legal. Why did you go get married? Why is half of the 4 people over there legally married? So technically 8 people is married. The 4 couples is legally married. So you tell me what was that trip to Las Vegas? You tell me what was the trip to Las Vegas? Some way, somehow, the word legal sounded good to you then. It sounds very good to you because you thought if you get married to her, she can't say nothing because she incriminates herself. So you like that word legal then when you thought that it was going to benefit you. You like the word legal then, but okay.
Alive, keep your ass behind the camera. This is a step the fuck up when the real velvet stands up.
Yeah, I just want to address something right quick before we move. Yeah, until we move any further. That's the question is like what?
He says go ahead and address it even though he's not in there. So basically go ahead and get yourself all heated and shit so that when he get in there you'll have a good running start and you could just
I know.
slash and dash his
I
ass
know,
when
Joy.
he get on screen.
Make something legal.
Hey, Danette.
If you really think about it, like if you really think about this
beautiful.
deeply, what makes something legal? The fact that another man gives another man permission to do so?
when that man has just of a right as the other man to do what it is that he decides to do with his life. Babylon has warped everything. It has warped our whole way of life into us giving permission. Like, you're a man, or you are a man. You have say so. You are the man, the head of humanity, and you telling me you have to go ask your lower self, the man that actually vibrates lower than you consciously, you have to go ask him for permission for anything. You have to ask him for permission to go get water. You have to ask him permission to live in a house. That's a fact. Babylon is an illusion of ignorance. It's just all based in ignorance. What in nature, if we look out into nature and we observe nature, what in nature asks another man for permission to name his child what he wants to name his child, or be called the sound that it wishes to be called?
Nothing. Exactly. Which is why when your master teacher says some stupid shit like nature has structure and order, nature is basically structured just like the fucking military, where there's a hierarchy and there's always a commander. What in nature has a motherfucking commander? What in nature has a Lord and Savior outside of its fucking self? Like you want everybody to fucking believe that you outside of us.
Tell
but
it,
you behind
sister.
Yourself.
Tell
what
it.
in nature has a chief and commander outside of its fucking self?
Tell it.
What in nature has a Lord and Savior outside of itself? Huh? Nothing. Thank you for bringing about that point. Thank you. Because your stupid, dumbass master teacher been telling everybody that him running around trying to own and control every fucking body is natural. And you can find it in nature. You're right. Nobody asks permission in nature. So why you gotta ask permission to go to sleep? Why you gotta ask permission to go down the road? Why you gotta ask permission for every motherfucking thing you do? To switch partners? Why you gotta ask permission to this nigga for any motherfucking thing?
Other man for permission to name his child what he wants to name his child, or be called the sound that it wishes to be called. Or asks another man or another species of a man to do what it is that he wills himself to do. Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing in nature does that.
Exactly.
So we must have a clear understanding of what is legal. That's just a construct of the European mind to get you to be or to subject yourself. I'm sending out another request. And it's not even about who knows.
Oh, you hear them birds? Y'all peeping them birds back there? Huh? Ooh. Ooh. Yep. Let's hear that shit again. That muster was pivotal. Pivotal. Done. God. So what is this? These words that we're putting?
We're going to keep this moving. We're going to keep this moving. Does she need help? Does she need help is the question. It's the question. Now we got another one. Here we go. And then we're going to get to the present. We're going to see why she may have not went. Is these some of the reasons why she may not have went to the funeral? Or did she really, really in her heart make amends?
Point blank, period. I'm not going back and forth. I'm not doing that. A stressful day yesterday, I'm not going through that shit. Listen, if you knew this shit so well, you would be here with us helping the family. Point blank, period. Right? As far as us going through what we go through, like I told you, there is real nigga moments. And unlike your other spiritual leaders, we show you the truth. And the difference between us and you is that we have the answers to get through those things and be open ourselves and be vulnerable enough to help you get.
I speeded it up a little bit. He's talking about Pops again. He's still talking about Pops. So, why do you think that he was so happy when Pops transcended? Look how evil, this some evil shit. There's some evil stuff. I can understand some things you do to your parents, but damn, you did a lot. Well, let's go. And I'm not just talking about what have you done with Nature Boy. You've been doing a lot. So we may just think that her denouncing Pops or her denouncing the family or anything like that is when it started. No, you don't know how much other stuff she did to Pops. That was before she got to Messy Nation. Y'all just thinking about this. Remember, she started this at 13 years old. So can you imagine at 13, 14, and 15 when she kept running away, all the things that she put Pops through? This is she's been doing this before. That man, that man, she probably don't understand how many times that man heart broke. You gotta remember when you really why do women think that's cute? I don't understand what you're talking about. You gotta remember, stress mess with your heart because it restricts your arteries and stuff from the significant blood traveling through your body. That's why people end up with strokes and stuff like that. See, a lot of kids don't understand that the pressure that they put on their parents and the stress and stuff restricts your blood flow because you're in pain all the time. You say, why do women think that is cute? You got to explain to me what you're talking about. Well, we know she treated, I say, y'all need help. Okay, who's making money? Who's making money? We up. I say y'all need help trying to make money off other sickness. Shaking my head. No, we can't. We up. For one, this is what she says she does. She says her life is to be put out in the open. So you have to talk to her, not to me. She can't tell me, hey, this is what I do. I put all my life out there so you can see it. So now that we're seeing it, you're telling us to leave her alone. So if we leave her alone, we up. That messes up her money, not my money. I don't get money for this. But if you tell us to leave her alone, who's going to pay for her hotel and everything? Jeez.
And we hope that we help you get through yours. And I hope that you can use this properly rather than be a troll and express that you're hurt within your own self. Yeah, Eliana's going to earn her chiefess spot back. She's not chiefess right now. She's going to earn that back. She's still my student. I never said we was back together. I just want her to know I love her and I'm here and I'm going to support her regardless. You understand me? So, with that being stated, you put it out there that Eliana wants to speak to her father live so that we can show you guys, so that she can show you and address her father face to face and say the things that she want to say to her father. I know you guys like, well, let her speak to him by herself, one-on-one by herself. I heard that shit. By this time, we ain't got no secrets. We a public figure, right? So we gonna be bold enough. We are inviting him. Y'all send him this request to come on live and talk to Eliana and let her say to him the things that she needs to say to him for closure within herself. I think that was an excellent idea. So y'all send out this request that her father come live with her. Stop the clout talking about Nature Boy. It's old. Everybody knows that. Your daughter's crying out for a moment with you. She unblocked you to come in the room to talk to her and let her have closure on being raised by you. She needs that. She has your whole face. With that being stated, next caller.
Hello. Can you see me? I'm at work, but I just wanted to come in real quick and say, everything that y'all go through is the same thing that people go through in Babylon. Y'all situation ain't no different from nobody else's, and I think that all these viewers that's always got so much to say is too involved in stuff that's not. I love the whole situation that y'all got going on, everything that y'all.
Thankful. Thanks for calling in.
Love myself.
All right, listen up. Like I said, send out the request. You want to say that to him yourself? You want to say it to him like what you need from him?
Yeah, I do want to have a conversation with you. When we had the conversation, if you want to talk to me, then talk to me. Don't make it about Chief. Don't make it about that. Like don't do that, because that's not what it is. And as much as I want to believe that that's not what it is, and I want to believe that you want to just talk to me to get closure with me, I kind of feel that that's not what it's about, because of the behavior that you already displayed, especially throughout all my childhood. Like, I understand why you're doing the things you're doing, but if you do want to talk to me, like, don't make it about you. Don't be like his fucking ass and like cursing him out and saying all these crazy things about him, because he has nothing to do with me and your relationship if that's what you truly want to have closure with. You see what I'm saying? Anything else but outside of that has nothing to do with what's going on between me and you. And that's just what I want to say about that. I do want to talk to you, and I want to express to you everything that I felt as a child that I still feel inside of me, but I am going to forgive you for it, because it's not about what's happening to me. It's about how I respond.
Let's talk about some of those things until you get here.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the things you feel from childhood?
I just feel neglected.
Why? What happened?
I just felt that the way that he was portraying to the world, just like he's doing right now, like he loves me and he cares about me, I felt that he did that to me. I felt that, it was important times in our relationship, because I was like technically the eldest of the children. And he always told me like you're my ace, and made me feel like really good about myself. Like he played the semantic of like I love you, and so to speak, bribing. Like I always felt like he was bribing me into something, because when I would ask him for something that I needed, it wasn't available, and it wasn't like I wanted it or anything. Like I actually needed it, and he was never available for that. And I just thought that as a child that, when he did give me something like materialistic, it was more on a bribing tip to turn my mind or manipulate my mind, persuade me to go against my Babylon mind, because that's what my whole childhood revolved around, was the fact that him and her were fighting for custody over us, and he didn't want me to be with her, and she just wanted the situation to be okay. Well, both of them had equal rights amongst the children, and it was always that type of situation. And as an adolescent as well, I had experienced just a lot of my Babylon mom had gave him money. She would give him a good amount of money, like a big chunk of money every month, and he totally. I don't even know what he did with it, but that was to help us, and we wound up didn't have an efficient living arrangement. You know what I'm saying? And that was a big problem for me, because it's a lot of children, and you know how hectic it could get with just 3 people in the household or 4 people in the household. And so it was a lot of things being done
that I had to take responsibility of, that I felt like I shouldn't have had to take responsibility of, that I felt that he was should have been more there as a parent for the collective of the children. And I started feeling like a maid. I started feeling like their mom. Like I started feeling like that as a child, and that caused me to grow up at a very young age. I started, just wanting to get into what adults would want to get into because I never had a chance to be a child. I never had a chance to just be a teenager and just live in that space. I had to get up every morning and do the kids' hair, and make sure they get to school simultaneously doing the same thing for myself. So I was a young adult at a very early age because of the divorce arrangement,
if my dad passing away was never blasted on social media, I swear to God, I wouldn't be here right now. I would not be here right now. I feel like I feel like everything around me is trying to silence me. I feel like I'm in a room where I'm screaming and nobody can hear me.
Okay. Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. This is the average woman. I don't. We up. What do you mean the average woman? This ain't the average woman. This is some women, but not the average woman. Don't go. No, 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 no. I hope there's hope. Now that I agree with you. I hope there's hope for this state. I have to totally agree with you. I hope that there is hope. And don't be coming on here talking about somebody talking about how the chat got a way to feel how they feel. You haven't heard me open my mouth yet. You haven't heard me open my mouth yet. So don't come up on here talking about people want money and stuff. The chat has the right to say what they want to say. That's the chat. But don't come at me. This is where we at in humanity. Below average is the new average. Can't you see what we have become? Then you need to pray some more we up. Get some more prayers in there. Remember, you can't get mad at the people. She told us her life is she told us to look at her life. It belongs online. Now you're mad at people for looking at what she put out there. She told us to look at it. We're looking at it. Then you saying that we making money off of her, but in all reality, you told us to leave her alone and don't look at it. But that's how she get paid because we have to look at it so she can get paid. You got us all confused. Okay, gravity says okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Keep crying, girl. James King feels that way because I never jumped. Okay. Okay. Where's Blanche? Uh-huh. Like I tell you guys over and over and over. Keep your keep your comment according to the topic. People have the right to give their opinion. You do not have to agree with it. That's how stuff happens in the chat. Somebody thinks that they could correct somebody for how they feel. You could just say something positive. That goes for everybody. Hey DJ, how you doing, DJ? Don't we don't we this is not a messy channel. This is not a messy channel. But people can speak their opinions. So if they say something negative, you say something positive. But you ain't heard me say nothing yet. So this is not a messy page. Now I can get messy. You speak for all of us, black, brown, and like. So please be tolerant. These are all depictions of our people. Hmm. But you still ain't answer the question. Does she need help? Does she need help? Y'all done seen all these things. Y'all seen and heard all of these things. The question is, does she need help? Now she's going to answer that with the next video. Cause and tell her, ask her why we ain't see not one tear. She crying and everything, but we ain't see no tear or nothing. Yeah, but we just gotta, our chat is our chat, and I like for people to feel comfortable saying what they want to say. But don't answer people in the chat. Just if they say something negative, you say something positive. Long as it's not disrespectful. We don't do no disrespect here, but some people love her, some people see it for what it is. It is what it is. Hey, how you doing, baby? So let's finish with this now, cause she gonna let us know, do she need help, and then we could talk about this.
That's only how I feel though. And nobody come into your life
See, the face is covered. There's no tears.
and put your light out.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look
Never
at
let
that.
nobody take
Where you see a tear at? Don't stop playing with me.
away your peace. And never let nobody take away your joy. Always be grateful for what you do have.
I hear you, baby. I feel your pain. And like I said, I'm going to respect you on this video because of Pops. But I'm just looking for the tears and the crying, and I'm looking for it.
Because you could be in the worst situation. You could be hurt.
I know, Miss Muffin. I know, Miss Muffin. Exactly, Ash.
Always remain.
I ain't said it though.
In gratitude. And if you can, try to forgive. Try to forgive as much as you can. Because you are.
We up. The question is, do she needs help? If you saw from the beginning of the video up until now, do you feel she needs help? Hey, K Rock, what's up? Shama, how you doing? Speak the word and not go by nothing you saying, baby girl. Speak the word and not go by nothing you say. I don't know what that is. Cause I got a lot of people. Hey, Vivian Mayweather, how are you? She does the scratching. People thought it was the pollen and allergies. I don't know, but it could be. She does the scratching. People thought it was the pollen. Could have been. It could have been. I don't know. I don't know. Only thing I'm saying is from what we saw her as EJ, from how her family, how she treated her father, because somebody asked in here, Donna asked, well, maybe she could not go. She couldn't go to the funeral, and she didn't know that. And I'm showing her she did not make it to the funeral. And is it because from the age of 13 to 23, for the last 10 years, she caused that man a lot of pain. She caused her family a lot of pain in 10 years. Nobody addresses that. They addresses her, but they don't address the pain her father went through. What happened to his pain? What happened to her mother's pain? What happened to them two people pain? Everybody in pain. Thank you, Nicole. At least Nicole was people's answering the question, even though she's going to answer it herself. She's going to answer it herself, of course. And I'm sure a lot of people in this, we're not in this chat. We're not talking about everybody in this chat, James. We're talking about Velvet. The video is, does Velvet needs help? The question is not does everybody in this chat or just about everybody in this chat needs help. Is does Velvet need help? From what you have seen, from the age of 13 to 23, does she needs help? Is the question. I'm not making no comments. I just want to say, do she need help? Because this is what people should be pushing to her. And she's going to answer that herself in the next video. She's going to answer it. I'm letting Velvet do this speaking in this video. I don't have to say nothing. But the chat, please speak upon Velvet, not the chat. Oh, there you go, Donna. Hey, boo. Hey, boo. You still here? Hey, guys. Is Kelly Price really? I heard that she is. Do what help? Do what help is the question. Does Velvet needs help? Yes, she needs help. She definitely needs help. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Now let's carry on.
I am so glad to see everybody coming to visit the chat.
There she go. Hey, Queen. Definitely needs help. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Now let's carry on. Drug dealers, gangbangers, whatever. We can. Everybody can use help. Okay, so we're speaking. You still going off topic, James. James, you're going to please stay on. I just told you guys this the other day. Do she need help? It's a yes. I'm showing you what all this girl have. See, what the point that y'all missing everything that she's been, all the things that she put herself through. Y'all see it as
Oh, what's that?
being pity for her instead of saying this is what she put herself through. Something has to be wrong and she needs help. That's what y'all should be saying. Y'all done seen this girl do a lot of stuff and y'all still don't say, yeah, yeah, she needs to reach back. I would prefer somebody to say, you know what? She needs to make an amends with her mother. She lost her father. She needs to make an amends with her mother. That's her only parent. Her mother loves her too. Bring that baby home to a house. That's what y'all should be saying. Nobody has said that. Maybe one person said that. Y'all think it's okay for her to go from, she says in this video that she can't go places because ACS is after her. What is wrong with y'all? Some of y'all. I review illegal work, his teaching, and Velvet got all that knowledge. At this point, it's up to her to help herself. We out. Sometimes if people push it, even though she's going to dispute it in the next video, but I think that her having two kids, she has to. When you going through all of this and you got a toddler and a newborn baby, a toddler and a newborn baby out here by herself. You're not guaranteed them donations is going to keep coming to both of them kids at 18 years old. Hey, Stu of Art, how you doing? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's let this go because we want to get her response to the question. We're going to get her response to the question. So I'm not going to play the whole entire video, but let's go.
Walk around in life with any ounce of hate for anybody or anything, it's going to come right back to you. My dad's funeral was today. And I just wanted to share this with y'all because it was blasted on social media, not by me personally, but his dad was blasted on social media. And his funeral was today. And so is my brother's birthday. It's today. I missed 3 years of birthdays. Times where I could have been bonding with my family.
Y'all see any tears for? Did y'all see any tears yet? I'm looking. Y'all got to help me out now.
What you talking about? You ain't seen no tears. I don't even see where the towel was wet where she had tears. That was all fake.
I know, but I have to show these people that don't know no better. So I just keep stopping it so we can see, maybe it's there, but we don't see it yet. Maybe we blind. I got my glasses on.
People.
Oh, that's my best friend. My best friend is here, so you might hear a little talking.
Oh,
Best friend
okay.
just got in town.
Oh, okay.
Say hi, Nancy.
Today is a very special.
Hello, darling.
How are you?
I'm good.
She's in
And
New
you?
York.
Oh, you're in New York.
Today, you know, and
Look at the eyes. Do the eyes look glossy? Do the eyes look glossy like tears are coming out of them?
Is she gonna take this towel off her head?
I don't know. What the hell? I forgot. Shoot. We just looking for wet
And
spots.
most of the time when people cry, you know your nose get all snotty and
That's
run.
what I'm looking for.
And I ain't seen not one dribble down the nose. She always sniffing, Shima.
Velvet stepmother tried to help her, and she didn't even go to give that lady no support. No support. That lady done been to Mexico, Puerto Rico, all these places. You couldn't even come at one. Even in my first video, this girl burned bridges, but guess what? Y'all paid for the bridges that she burned. So what the hell? What the hell? But what Miss Choney say? I just want to make sure now. I think she was spoiled a little bit, and this worked on her parents. Uh huh. Uh huh. But let's finish. She's gonna get to the ACS and all that other stuff. Let's go.
I'm only sharing because whatever I'm going through, I know it's helping somebody else. As much as I hate it to continue to be
Eyes are bright now. What y'all see? What y'all see?
exploited and made fun of it, CPS called on me, and this is that, and this, and family members turning on me, and people wishing death upon me, and all of this crazy stuff. I know that there's somebody out there learning from me. I know that a part of my purpose is to continue to keep going and share my life. My life is not supposed to be behind closed doors. My life is not supposed to be unnoticed. I know that now. I wasn't able I didn't share this yet with my family because
Now, I forgot what I was getting ready to say. Oh, I forgot what I was getting ready to say. But let me carry on. Maybe I'll remember it.
being in a relationship
Exactly,
with
Tay.
Eliana's dad
Now we back to Nature Boy.
tried to destroy me. Try to destroy who I am.
She gonna cry now,
Try to
talking about
destroy
Nature Boy.
the person I want to become. Try to destroy my goals. And he tried to destroy my relationship with my family.
No, ma'am.
And so not everybody really looks at me and cares as much as I would like for them to. It couldn't be nothing that my brothers and my sisters go through or have done to me where I would turn my back on them in the
James,
slightest.
are you serious?
And me and my siblings.
James, are you serious? Maybe y'all not watching the show. Maybe y'all not watching the show. Maybe you didn't see when she was EJ. Maybe you didn't see when she was EJ. Maybe you didn't hear when she was 13 years old, she ran the streets and had men. Maybe you didn't see that she started running away home since 15. This girl been put herself through trauma after trauma after trauma. The question is, what make her do that? Even from young, something made her run away. Something made her find these men that hurt her. What do you mean? Now she done adapted their behavior. She became just as knocked as these men. She became just as empty as these men. What do you mean she don't need help for maybe 5 months? No, she got 10 years. She been for 10 years and she's only 23. Since the age of 13, it's been 10 years. Now she going, you talking about 5 months, and you don't even know if she's going to get postpartum after that.
Huh?
That's annoying.
What, the phone?
Yeah, I couldn't do it. You do that all day.
Mm, mm. I, I'm just saying, maybe she could not face her father. She didn't have no problem shaming him when she went back, right? That would be cool. Make up with moms. She got that girl need help. That's it. I don't know, Vanessa. That's what we saying, Toy Toy. That's exactly what we saying, baby. I don't know why people don't get that. I don't get why people don't put kids first. They want to talk about Velvet, but nobody talks about the damn kids. The state that you see her in. Look at the state that you see her in. Are y'all serious? Now let's get back to this. And don't, oh, that's what I was going to say. Don't come and say talking about leave Velvet alone when Velvet told us her life needs to be, she needs to show her life. I don't know who she's helping, but she needs her life out there. That's what she said. So don't get mad at us. Them are her words, not ours.
Have been through a lot of stuff together. And I'm still here, no matter what. I've asked for forgiveness already. I did the best that I could to get them to understand.
Hey, Seahorse.
But I wasn't able to share this because I guess they're too afraid to pick up the phone and call me.
Can we get these likes up? Can we get these likes up? Can we get these likes up?
But I know that there's somebody out there that will.
Can we get these? She's still thinking about somebody else already. Can we get these likes up, please? Can we get some likes up? And if you want to join the Sniper family, join the Sniper family. Hit that subscribe. But we got to get these likes up. Support at least support the channel with the likes. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Okay, Ann Jones. Well, there you go. That's what I said. That's why. Don't say nothing about her. But then how she gonna get paid if we don't say nothing about her? Leave her alone. If we leave her alone, then that means we're gonna leave her alone, and she's not gonna get no money off of that. Well, you gotta remember, Tony, she left the dad house to go to some Bible people. Every time dad get her home, she goes someplace else. Dad get her home, she leave. Since the age of 13, that man been trying to get her to stay in one place. He couldn't do it. He could not do it. And then after she came home again, he went to Puerto Rico. He did, that man did everything. And then she still turned around and left him again. She left the family again. Uh-huh. That's right. Let's see where these likes are at so we can move on. We would like to move on. Okay, okay. Can we get like three more likes? Three or more likes. Can we have three or more likes?
Vanessa, you really have to go back and start watching some of the replays because that's an easy question to answer if you were in class.
Should she ask her real mother to watch? I don't know. She's not around them, Vanessa. She left them. She just said she cannot be around her family. She's an ACL. Everybody looking for her. Please. Which I don't think that's the absolute truth, but mm, these are not other videos. And you didn't see tears there unless you was talking about Nature Boy. Nature Boy is what gives her the tears. And once the tears come out, then she talk about her father and them. So you got to confuse James, and you cannot take her word. So you got me confused. We hear, so why do all of that? What's the purpose? If you take her word, what is the purpose of all of this? Why we got to go through this, the fake tears and stuff? Because she cried in the other videos, but she's faking crying now. So why is you wasting our time doing all of this? Just talk regular. James, you need to go save her. Go be her new baby daddy. Thank you so much, Donna. You need to go and save her, James. We still cool, but I think that you need to go save her and go be her baby daddy. Exactly. Nature Boy gives her the tears. But we're going to James is gonna go save her. Thank you. Hi April. How you doing? Okay, let's finish watching this because she's gonna answer the question, does she need help, in the next video. I'm not playing this whole video because it's on I played it already.
So I'm going to share with the world.
Now why she peep?
I wasn't able to attend my dad's funeral today. Not because I didn't want to.
Now y'all do know that's a white towel, right? Or a white sheet or a white towel, right? Yes, I have a hoarse voice, so my voice is what it is. It should be a stain, some type of stain we should be able to see. That is white. That is white. Ah, thank you, darling. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So go help her. Go help her grow mature we up. You go over there and help her mature. Okay? You go help her mature. She needs some help with them two kids. You go on over there. I believe she needs help, and I believe you should go help her. You sitting here talking to us, not helping her. You go over there and help her. Don't send her no money. Go help her. I think she needs help. What her dad did reminds me of my grandfather. Oh, don't bring your grandfather in this, but amen. Now let's go.
So, not because, I didn't want to. God knows my heart. God knows my intentions. And God knows how much I love my dad. But I wasn't able to attend because I'm 30 weeks pregnant. And Every time I think about my dad, I throw up. Every time, every time I really start to process him, I throw up. And y'all know that. I don't know if you know, but throwing up triggers premature labor or triggers labor, period. And so I didn't want to jeopardize the end of my pregnancy because I know that my dad would want me to take care of Avi. My dad was the one who encouraged me to keep her. And I prayed and 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 prayed. I prayed so much that I was stressing myself out. On top of being afraid to express myself because nobody I want to stay I want to stay as healthy as I can through this moment because when I was pregnant with Eliana, I was 116 pounds. I was so malnutritious. I was not even able to continue.
All right, breaking news, guys. Breaking news that everybody was talking about Kelly Price. Kelly Price is okay. She's okay. Kelly Price isn't missing. Attorney says she's fine and recovering at an undisclosed location. She is okay. So please let people know that Kelly Price is not missing. She's okay. That's the breaking news. Now back to the show.
Continue to fully go through my entire labor. People sit here and make fun of me and laugh at me and say it's my fault because that's what I chose and all of this stuff, but it's way deeper than that. Way deeper than that. For peace of mind, for a peace, a sense of peace, only to get wrapped up in a situation because you had a vision and you had a goal and be manipulated to think that that's what you were doing, but it really wasn't the truth. 3 years down the line past, you think you're doing the right thing, but that person isolates you, take you away from
Toy
your
Toy.
family,
She been doing it since
let you not speak
13.
to them, actually
Nature Boy
encourages
wasn't
you to
around.
denounce them, encourage you to commit blasphemy.
Toy Toy. She been doing it since the age of 13. Remember, she came to Nature Boy with herpes. So it's not because of brain damage. She can't this is since 13 years old. I really think Nature Boy should help Velvet. I do not. I do not. But and I don't think she wants it either. This Joker must don't know where they at. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, Empress. Okay. Uh-huh. See, uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree, but there she's so okay. Oh, I missed somebody. Hey, Trejos. Well, thank you for coming in. Now, how you do? How you do? She didn't abandon her kids like Malaya, Aya, or Sheba. I don't get your point with that, James, because at least their kids are stable. Her kids are not. Her kids is going from place to place to place. At least they are stable. But you're gonna go over there really soon, James, and you're gonna take care of her. I believe you're gonna do that. Yeah, exactly, Miss Muffin. That's what she based. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. That I wanted y'all to hear that for yourselves. That's what happened. Then she said she threw up or whatever, and then she said that. So now the question is answered for why she didn't go. And Jones, you gave me thumbs down, but I'm commenting what I see the best I can. Yeah, you could. We could look at each other things. I don't know. She claimed they looking for her. I don't know. You got that right. Don't send me a dime. Thank you
Well,
so much.
if they're looking for her, and if she hadn't done anything wrong, why is she hiding?
Now, hold on, boss lady. You right. Do not send me a dime, life told by Brandy. But because a cup of coffee do not cost a dime. It costs $1.50. So send me $1.50. Y'all heard what life
Oh,
is told
Brandy,
by
you a
Brandy
hater
said.
anyway. You just mad because
Okay,
your
Brandy,
life is
no
not
mind.
working for you. Yeah.
She
Oh,
mad because I didn't say anything about this girl. I'm letting Velvet do her own talking, so it's not really what they saying to me. It's what they really saying this to Velvet. I haven't said nothing. I'm letting Velvet do her talking. I'm letting her do her own talking, and all I'm doing is reading comments. But don't send her a dime, girl. Mm-mm-mm. Well, you know the trolls gotta come. We welcome trolls. We welcome the trolls. We welcome the trolls. They be mad. They sometimes people don't send you nothing. We don't care. We put out the news and that's it. That's it. That's it. Where you at, Brandy? No, there are people who need help. Well, no, James, you go there and you help her, please. You and we up and Brandy, because she need a team act. She need a bunch of y'all. She need a bunch of y'all. Thank you, India. Thank you, India. When they snipe her ass, I ain't gonna say nothing. They're gonna snipe the shit out of her.
okay. What's that, Ashley? She said, "Don't send who would y'all is
That's what
really
no, that's what Brandy said.
yeah she."
That's what Brandy said. Like, oh
Well,
what?
Brandon, you need to get a clue. First off, Velvet is over here doing her storyline. It's all a storyline. She uses everything for a storyline. If you were in class, you would know these things. You come in here making all these snappy, finger popping little comments and don't even know what you're talking
No, let
about.
me. I'm gonna let Velvet answer her question.
Mhm.
I just think it's bold. No, what did you hear her say in the beginning of the video, Brandy? Did she just say that her life is meant to be shown on social media? Didn't she? So what you mad about? This what she said. We not bold. She put the video out there, didn't she? Why are you mad that we watching a video that she told us to watch? She told us to watch the video. You want me to rewind it so you can hear it? I'll rewind it. She put it out so we could see it. So what you want us to do? Not watch it? And she think it's bold. I've looked at seeing and most black, please with the black brown people both in turn that I won't be silly to talk bad about others because I know we under okay we I like you keeping it you all right you got it right to you're not being disrespectful and you got every right to speak how you say just like people who say bad stuff people could say good stuff too. We don't have a problem with that. Just don't talk about don't give her a dime and all. And now you cross the line. Now you cross the line. If any sniper want to snipe her ass anytime y'all want to.
Yeah, I think she been gone.
No, because she made another comment, so they didn't snipe her. But at least I got a chance to say what I had to say. People donating and charity isn't generally isn't to be tolerated. This will only weaken the person. They if people want to give Velvet their money, they could too. I ain't messing with nobody money. They got every right to send whatever people want to do with their money. They have the right to. You would never hear me say don't give Velvet money. If people want to give her money, they could give who. Why would I say don't give her no money?
Yes, Miss Choney.
I I am not counting nobody pockets. If y'all want to give her money and support it, that do it. Do it. I'm just putting out what she put out. That's it. Oh, I should have known, Dr. Pete. His name is Dr. Pete, Empress. Dr. Pete. Thank
And
you. And we've been messing
and you got
before.
that blue wrench for a reason, girl. After she get her little detention slip, send on out the door.
Yeah, that's why I say we up is being very respectful. He's being respectful and he's speaking good of her. We can't get mad at him. I don't know if we up was a boy or a girl. I have no idea. But we can't get mad at we up because they want to. Even James King is in here all the time. We let people speak up, just not disrespectfully. I can't tell you what to feel. If you like her, you like her. If you don't, you don't. If you want to send her money, send her money. I don't care. Blanche, is Blanche a sniper? Let me see. Blanche needs to be a sniper. The Blanche deserves to be a sniper. Here, Blanche. Now you a sniper.
I've been told you to give Blanche. I
I
thought you had
thought I
told.
did. That's
I'm
why when she
sorry,
said
Blanche.
that
I've
comment,
been told. I've been told
she
Tony.
sure did. I thought I did. Blanche, you's a sniper now. Shoot.
All right, there we go. Now, uh, okay.
I'm sorry, Blanche. I'm sorry, Blanche. And when she made that comment, I was trying to figure out why did she make that comment. I sorry. Now I'm gonna let y'all hear a little bit more of this. Then we're gonna hear her reaction to does she need therapy? We're gonna hear her reaction. I told you I'm only playing when she said I ain't saying that about the girl. I don't care.
and do all kind of other stuff on
Oh,
so many other
I
levels,
got coffee from somebody being nice.
only to never have
Ashley,
watched not
thank you
one
so
video
much. I appreciate it.
of your
Thank you.
family or have had one conversation out of those entire 3 years from your family and you seen that they loved you and they were fighting for you and that they really cared about you until one day you escape and you're basically put back in the same situation that you was in when you were a child, confused and conflicted because everybody's lying and no one's really telling the truth. Until one day you stumble upon this video of your dad coming to wherever you were within those 3 years to save you, to cherish you, because he loves you, because he wants the best for you, and because he wants you to know that you deserve better. He drops his whole life, everything that he's ever done. And that's the only video that you've ever seen. And the only thing that you can feel is him. How much he loved you, how much he was going after you. To then have gone back again and hurt him and then leave again and your dad take you back in, give you a place to stay, give you food, cares about you, cares about how you want to live, cares about your lifestyle, actually agrees in a righteous way, agrees with you
What
in a
is that
righteous way.
echo?
So much so he set upon his own journey way before I was born to acquire land to pass down to his children, to acquire a house big enough for his children, till suddenly one day he passes away because of pure negligence. He was the only one fighting for you. He was the only one taking care of the entire family. He was the only one doing every single thing that he could, not only for himself and his own family, but had taken care of kids, multiple kids that weren't even his, did things in his life that he did not have to do. And then sick, 30 weeks pregnant, to get a call that he passed away and is not contacted hours at a time, days at a time, with specific details about how he passed away, why, when, where, what. You didn't even get the details to when his funeral was. But people constantly saying, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And you sitting there confused.
I can't take the damn pills for the thing because it hurts my
Days at
stomach.
a time. You take the initiative to call, to check up, to make sure everybody's okay. Only person who ever asked me about my pregnancy was my dad. And that's the honest truth. Other than my sister Caitlin, I'm not throwing shade on nobody else because everybody else got their own life or whatever.
Yep,
But I'm saying I'm
she's
speaking
she yes.
from my what I went through.
Yeah, she's definitely hotel hopping. She's hotel hopping. Let's see where these likes are at. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe. Don't stop. Hit it, hit it. Hit like or subscribe. Don't stop. Hit it, hit it. We need like one more. We need one like. Who's gonna be a nice one to give us one like? Lefty, she is not challenging no Yom Kippur. Don't do that. Don't do that. Lefty Buddha. Just because you know about that, she ain't channeling nothing. She channeling Nature Boy. Even in the next video, I'm gonna show you she's still gonna be channeling Nature Boy. Don't do that. At nine NINLY 10. Yes, I agree. I agree. Hey, the Shay. How y'all doing? Don't forget, guys, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe and hit that bell so y'all can keep on getting notified.
My dad was the only person who asked me, how are you and my
No, you
baby?
can't be
How is the
telling the
pregnancy
truth.
going?
You can't be telling the truth, Lifted, because you don't know. Yeah, because she has that on doesn't make it true. You telling what you think you know because she has that thing on. But she's not challenging. She's not channeling anything. You think you know or you're figuring, but you don't know. Did you hear her say anything about Yom Kippur or she's channeling? That's her father. She didn't go see her father. How about she need to channel that? You better go help her. She's homeless, King James. Go help her. Oh God, you got robbed twice. It happens. I would help them before Sweet Velvet because most needy, I feel people bullying too much. I never said she. Oh, that's what I think she do. That's my main issue. Listen to what she said in her significance of the numbers. I heard the numbers, but it still doesn't mean she's channeling Yom Kippur. Actually, the numbers, huh, I don't even like the numbers the way she said it, okay? And I heard the numbers very well. You don't know which way she's using them numbers. You don't know which way she's using them numbers. Okay, I'm gonna leave that right there. I'm gonna leave that right there. That's I heard them numbers loud and clear. It depends on which way she using them numbers. Is it flipped up or is it flipped down? Okay, now that's okay. How's she homeless? All the bad.
He had so much on his
Oh,
plate
what's
that
that?
he couldn't even really keep up, but he kept up. An abusive relationship for 3 years, watching demons move through people. I could see it sitting right in their eyes. I had to intensely go through multiple situations
Mm-mm-mm.
where
Hey,
I had to
Tracy.
learn how demons move. And I learned because I'm so much light. There's so much light inside of me. There's so much light that shines from me that it's like moths attracted to a flame. And so they demons come sniffing out, especially when you vulnerable and you don't have a stable foundation up under you.
Oh, hold up.
You know,
Hold up. Wait. Um, listen, James, where have you been? She did that already. She did that already. She schemed products, remember? Remember all the jewelry and stuff? She took money from people who bought jewelry from her. And they bought her paint, everything she needed for paint. Remember, she kept all the money and then she took the money and the stuff to Nature Boy. Did you forget that, King James? So you got to scratch that one off. You forgot when she first left, that girl had buco dollars. She went back to Nature Boy with thousands of dollars and all the stuff, the paintings, the paint, the everything. So James, hold up. Matter of fact, she should know. She kept the money from the jewelry. You trying to help a child, you can't help her. She got to help herself. James, you can't. You can't. Why should she take her time and make jewelry when people giving her money? Isn't that more quicker? Thank you, India. She was selling jewelry, but they never got it. I, I'm not going to pull up that video right now, but I will pull. I did that video before when she kept their freaking money. Don't play these games now. Let's not play these games. If y'all don't know, that's why we go back down memory lane. That's why I keep taking you back down memory lane. So y'all can see what I'm saying is what I'm saying. I'm only commenting on what the video is. That's all I do is comment on it. That's it.
the spiritual foundation is not strong at all. Demons come attack you left and right, left and right, left and right.
Ash, Ash is funny.
So I watched.
Mm-hmm.
People think I might be stupid, but I pay attention to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. Everything. My abusers are mad because they can't control me. That's how smart I am. Demons are mad because they can't infiltrate my life anymore. That's why they so hell bent on sending people my way to harass me. Why you think I get as much hate as I do? Why do you think people hate me as much as they do? because I can see straight through them. So much so that I can tell them about themselves. I've literally had people wanted to physically fight me. I literally have had people wanted to physically fight me because I called out their demonic ways. And I casted that and put that so much that God tells me to speak the truth. What you want her to do, then fuck her. Period. And we all have to acknowledge that when we have children and we're making certain choices and decisions, that's ultimately grooming our kids to believe a certain type of lifestyle is right, is making them used to it.
All right, I fast forwarded a little bit. I'm not rewinding it because I have to get to the last video. It's not that long. Basically, she's talking about her mother here. She's talking about her mother the same way she spoke upon her mother in the earlier part of the video. Why she's still going at her mother, I don't know. Are you celibate? So you can still be her husband. You could be celibate and married. You don't got to give it up. You ain't got to give it up. So at this point, I'm not rewinding it, but she's going in on her mother and she's making it seem like she's a better mother than her mother. Maybe I will rewind it back so you guys can hear it and y'all be the judge of it. Remember, I only read your comments. So, anybody who's watching this, my chat can say what they want to say, long as they say it respectfully. I'm not going to silence my chat. I'm not going to silence my snipers for anybody. That's why they come here.
Always be angry. You'll continue to always push people away from you. You'll always feel that bitterness that's deep down inside in your heart. We all have to acknowledge that when we have children
Oh my
and
God,
we're making
Vanessa.
certain
Thank you
choices and
so much.
decisions,
I
that's
appreciate that. I
ultimately
got some coffee
grooming
latte.
our
Thank you, love.
kids
I
to
appreciate it.
believe a certain type of lifestyle is right, is making them used to it. And if we don't heal those toxic traits within ourselves, if we don't acknowledge them, let alone take accountability for them, our children will make the same mistakes that we made, if not worse. And we'll be sitting up there looking at our child
And I
like,
ain't
who
seen
the fuck are
nothing.
you? I didn't raise you to be that way. But
Now
in actuality, all of your actions did. Everything that came.
that I will have to agree with you with. That's that I agree with you. We up. One day I hope she does surprise us all. I don't wish nothing bad on anybody. I don't wish not. I don't care who it is because that boomerangs back on you. I'm just talking about what we see, but I do hope she do repent, truly repent. I really do hope that she gets help. I really do hope that she learns to love others just as much as she loves herself. Or she has to learn if she is narcissistic. I don't know, but if she doesn't have them type of feelings and that want to be worshiped up like nature boy or whatever, I hope she learned. She has to do that for her kids. So that I will I really hope what you say is true. I really hope what you say is true. Yeah, God is not the author of confusion. The Satan is. Donna Harris. I always tell people, you know what? That's the you gotta say it. She was online instead of saying her goodbye. Yes, yes, seahorse. Because she said that Nature Boy and CS CPS or whatever you call it is after her. Hmm. And I don't know what you said. What do you mean? I mean no harm. I didn't see nothing that you said. But I can see what's going on here. Listen, you can't stop the chat. We up for feeling the way they feel. That's it. Just like they can't help that you feel the way they feel. People been down this road too many times. Shoot.
Came out of your mouth was nothingness. Your actions is what mattered the most. The energy that you held without words is what mattered the most. Kids don't listen to what they hear, they listen to the energy that's unspoken. They learn from the energy that's unspoken, unseen. Why you think some children don't like being around certain people? Why you think certain children say no, I don't want to do this or I don't want to do that? Because they feel. The first 7 years of a child's life, if they're groomed into toxicity, most likely they're going to experience that as a young adult. And they're going to have to unravel all of that their parents poured into them until they figure it out. And you see me sitting here figuring it out. Whether I look like an idiot, whether I look dumb as hell, whether I look retarded, whether I look whatever. However, you want to know something even deeper? The atmosphere in a woman's womb, I learned this recently, which I knew this, but I learned a little bit deeper about it. The atmosphere in the mother's womb when a woman is pregnant is super influential on the child. The child.
James, I'll do it in another video. Is one video when she left, the people claimed they didn't get her stuff. Her mother, her and Omac was supposed to do a thing where you come talk to her. Some people bought tickets. The mother got stuck with that. Then the mother had to pay that money back. And then the other money that she got from the jewelry and stuff, she took it with her to Nature Boy. And there's another video of her stating that she did it. We don't do lies, okay? James, we don't lie on nobody here. We don't lie. We don't give false information. But this video is not about what she took and what she didn't take. This video is about, does she need help? And being that she spoke upon it today, I wanted to go back down memory lane so you could. I just wanted you to see her mind state, and her mind state says to me, "Yeah, but he's having a baby now. He's having a little girl. He is having a little girl himself. Isn't that something? His girlfriend and Velvet pregnant at the same time, almost due at the same time, and he looks really happy. He looks really happy." Unacceptable. It's about showing love and respect like he showed her. Oh wow. No wonder her mama said peace. See, people don't they just come on to the damn not my show. They come on to the scene. Please. I let people talk for themselves. Let's go.
Takes on the mother's stresses. The child is absorbing everything that the mother does. If she's crying, that is the fundamental foundation of a child's upbringing in the womb. Who were you when you had that child? That I was lied about within my child, unraveling all of the toxic nonsense that people think and that they really saying that they really do. Where it is that I need to grow.
All right, we're gonna get to the last one. Now, after she explains why or why not she needs help, then you guys set it off. I love my chat. I love my snipers. I love my sniper channels. This is your home. This is your home. You feel free. I don't control the chat, long as it stay respectfully. Why do they think they older than? Oh, put that together. Mm-hmm. Yikes, how long is the timeout? Timeout's 30, 300 seconds, something like that. Okay, here we go. Not to mind you, her father just passed, funeral was 3 days ago. Let's see who she has to talk about. Let's see. Let's check this out.
Kind of way, even at the slightest, I'm gonna keep it moving with a smile because I don't got time for people to be dealing with me from an idea of who they think I am. I'm tired of that. I was in a relationship for 3 years, bro. 3 years. Gave my all, literally.
This is today's video.
Literally. And the whole time, the person was dealing with me from an idea of who they thought I was, rather than.
Don't forget, this is the latest video. I said from past to present. This is her present video. And she's still talking about Nature Boy. But let's go.
Getting to know me genuinely and loving me from that place. I don't got time for nobody like that. Exactly. Christ did not call us to be doormats. No. You can't wipe your feet on me and think that I'm not gonna feel no type of way with your crusty ass feet. No. And a lot of people mad that I stand up for myself. But did not call us to be doormats. No. You can't wipe your feet on me. Literally. And the whole time the person was dealing with me from an idea of who they thought I was, rather than getting to know me genuinely and loving me from that place. I don't got time for nobody like that. Exactly. Christ did not call us to be doormats. No. You can't wipe your feet on me and think that I'm not gonna feel no type of way with your crusty ass feet. No. And a lot of people mad that I stand up for myself, but I don't give a damn. I don't care. I'm at that point. Like, no, I'm at that point. Like, I don't care how you feel. I don't care. I will keep saying it. I will say it to a bitch face. And you know what? God forgive me for even cursing like that in that moment, because I shouldn't even be doing that around Eliana. But at the end of the day, you know why I'm not around people? I'm not around people because when I speak to people and I tell them how I feel, they want to fight me. They want to hit me. They want to literally fight me. Even if I'm not around them. I don't even have to be around them and tell them how I feel. I could be over the phone. I could not say nothing and they still want to hurt me. They still want to fight me. Why? I don't do nothing to nobody. I don't be using nobody. I don't be manipulating nobody. I don't be doing none of that. I just be doing what I feel like is right. And then when I figure out if I'm doing something that's wrong and I figure out that it's not right, I ask for forgiveness. I keep it moving. I take accountability and I keep it moving. And I continue to build my life. But I don't want to be around violence. I don't want to be around negative people. I don't want to be around toxic people, toxic energy. I don't want to be around it. I would rather be by myself, completely by myself with my children, than to be put in a situation where I'm getting abused in any kind of way. And you should too. I don't care how much you think you love that person. I don't care how much love you feel like you have for that person. I don't care if you feel like you will lay down your life. But if that person is hurting you, abusing you, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, sweetie, my dearest sweetie, don't allow nobody to abuse you. Don't do it. Because guess what? If you let somebody abuse you, Then on the flip side to that, you're gonna be hurt. You're gonna look stupid. You're gonna feel bad. Your self confidence gonna be at zero. You're not gonna know what to do with yourself. You're gonna be depressed. You're gonna be crying about every little thing in life. You're gonna be paranoid. You're gonna be have mental issues straight like that. And a lot of people tell me, "Oh, you need to go to therapy. You need to go to therapy." I went to therapy, and therapy was just sitting there looking at me, crying for me, crying for me. I'm actually working out the kinks of the reasons why I made the decisions that I made. Like, that's what therapy don't tell us and don't get down to the root of what did you do. We therapy only targets the root, like as far as our childhood, and let us know that it's a pattern that we've lived in our life. Okay, yeah, it's a pattern. Okay, yeah. But how do you break that pattern? How do you, like, that's what therapy don't have mental issues straight like that. Zero. You're not gonna know what to do with yourself. You're gonna be depressed. You're gonna be crying about every little thing in life. You're gonna be paranoid. You're gonna be have mental issues straight like that. And a lot of people tell me, "Oh, you need to go to therapy. You need to go to therapy." I went to therapy, and therapy was just sitting there looking at me, crying for me.
Now, we all know Velvet did not never go to therapy because she said that herself. She said herself she does not need therapy. Now she says she went to therapy and therapy was looking at her. So, did you just walk by the door and said you went to therapy? Like, some people, see, this is a game to her. This is a game. This is a game. This is really a game. How long did you stay in therapy, Velvet? If you truly went to therapy, how long did you stay how long did you stay in therapy? How long did you wait for the solutions?
Tony,
Hmm?
this is a true narcissist. Did you hear this girl sit up here and say, "There, I went to therapy, but therapy only helps with." So that means that you went to therapy and you only took what you wanted from it, and she's out
But
here.
she never went to therapy though. Cause
But she
remember a
trying to tell
previous,
us her problem. But
right?
when she went to therapy, she wasn't trying to solve that problem at therapy. She just said it.
Hmm. But she knows. But in previous videos, she always stated that she don't need therapy. Then she said, "I went to therapy." So what's supposed to be a one shot deal? It only deals with what, and they want you to talk. But you, like you said, she could talk to us, but she can't talk to them. How are you able to solve it? How are you able to solve all these things? But you got that right. She's a true narcissistic person. Talking about the therapist was just crying, girl, please. She used to lock those curly feet. She used to, I think you meant lick and suck them crusty feet. And eat the man's boogaloos. Oh, she needs, oh. Guys, if you ain't hit that subscribe, hit that subscribe. Welcome to the Sniper family. Welcome to the Sniper family. Eat that man boogaloos. And we all know off camera she's a con artist. What happens to Jesus? She needed Jesus when she was a Christian. See, you gotta remember, just because you're hearing somebody say God all the time, God said a lot of false prophets will come in his name. You know? That's why you can't just hear the word God, God, and somebody talking about God all the time and then think they holy. Don't stop letting people. I'm not saying her, I'm talking in general. Don't let people be like, oh God, and all this other type of stuff. And you Queens, can I get a chew? She can't talk to a therapist because they're gonna diagnose her. Correct. Correct. And for her to have to go to a therapist, that means she would have had to go get papers or Medicaid or something to pay for that. But I'm just going by what she said in previous things that she doesn't need a therapist. So now she said, I seen a therapist. See, here she, Velvet didn't go to Pops, cry, That's right. Press that two, press that two. Trejo's coming, starting trouble. That's a new thing now. Press two. But you guys are absolutely right. But I had to rewind it. But you see, she's still on Nature Boy, right? Look how quick Papa's sitting up in there, and she's still on Nature Boy. Instead of saying love your family, I want to get back. I want to learn how to learn my mother again. I want to see, these are the things she should be saying. You're not under Nature Boy no more. We don't have to hear about you being a doormat. We don't need to hear that. You've been going as a November, you've been going a whole year. So now that this should be an eye opening, even if you gotta fake it. But you the one said she was practicing Yom Kippur lifting. You getting me confused now. You can't cure narcissism. Absolutely, you cannot. But what they can do is teach them the same way they can mimic behavior. You can teach them behaviors to mimic. So we're gonna play that little bit again, so y'all can hear her saying she didn't say I've been in therapy. Child, we see you every day. When did you go to therapy? And how long was you in therapy? Huh? How
What
long
happened,
was you in
Tony?
therapy?
You changing it?
No. This is the last video. I wanted to rewind that part because she said she went to therapy. I'm trying to figure out when. When did she find time to go to therapy? She never spoke
She
about
must have
going to
got a phone
therapy
call,
before.
y'all.
She just saying that because everybody telling her to get help. She just saying that because everybody tell her to get help. So, and it's still about her again. So I'm supposed to tell my chat what they see is incorrect, and it's different people
Boy,
saying the
because this
same
girl is
exact thing.
pregnant. It sure be a lot of people uh
Everybody in this chat, now you
thinking that
got
she ain't got to be responsible.
mm-hmm,
She pregnant is all outdoors and still not trying to take responsibility for whatever's going on in her life right now.
mm-hmm, exactly, Queen.
Get about all that stuff that happened. That's over. She got a baby coming.
Mm-hmm. She should be
Never
arguing about
talks about that.
that other baby daddy. Father, that's the one you should be worried about because you don't know what he gonna do. You talking about Nature Boy? You don't know what you ain't. Why you didn't put the new baby daddy on blast? I think Miss Tony. I didn't say she was practical. I said she was challenged. Well, challenge Velvet does things that she has learned from a sick man, but I can't explain this. Lifted Buddha. I truly understand what you're saying. But I'm saying that you don't know if she was channeling. It may look like she was channeling because I'm trying to explain to you she's a good actress. She's a very good actress. That's why I said you don't know if she was acting or not. You cannot say she was practicing anything. She's a good actress. Not one tear. If she was channeling something and crying at the same time, where was the tear? So if the tears was fake, her channeling Yom Kippur was just as fake. One thing should go with the other thing, right? It should go together.
Right, Nylon. It's all an act. It's all a storyline. That's what I was saying. It's all a storyline.
If she was channeling,
She already learned the hard way, Ann Jones.
no, she ain't gonna learn more the hard way because she got two split tails. She gonna have one that's gonna be just as narcissistic as her. She gonna have one that's gonna jump up in her face. You gotta remember your kids, your kids, your kids. No, she didn't learn that from Nature Boy. She been in the streets since she was 13, Paul. I know we like to say that, but y'all gotta remember that I am a real that's you is the real believer in God. The only thing that can redeem her is God. Yes, ma'am. Especially in her sick condition as a knock. Yes, ma'am. She is not acting. It's beyond that and double minded. Hmm. Well, we can agree to disagree. If I would have seen one tear, just one little tear, then I will agree with you. But I didn't. And this is her today. And this is her today.
Mm-mm.
And she's a Christian, right?
I don't see
So she
anything.
so she wouldn't be he don't even believe. She's she's acting.
I don't see any rules since you left. Nasty nuts. Oh, no, I was reading the comments.
That's right, Miss Choney. All we needed was one little teardrop. Just one little teardrop. That will never die. Lonely
She hasn't did
teardrop.
anything to make any
Oh,
to make growth. She
oh.
all she doing is running around and got pregnant. So yeah, I'm talking to the people. No, I'm talking to the people in the chat. See the people on the side, they're talking about the video, so I'm just responding to them.
See, everybody in here, we go, we sort of kind of disagree and we agree because we all have different beliefs and different things, and but she's a sadistic drafting harlot. Mm. I mean, she's not even open enough to channel anything. She done cut her hair again. She's back out in the street. The one thing about narcissists, they always blame someone else. Yes, ma'am. They are never to blame. We can go back to any video. She's never to blame. We trying to answer Miss Tony question. No, the question is, she said no. That was the point of it. She said no. She went there. So I wanted to go backwards to come back to her saying no. So from what all we have seen to this video today, do y'all feel she needs help? That's what the video is about. She's far from a Christian and she is playing with God. I agree, though, tears were fake, but what I'm saying, she is messing with things that will get her sent to ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. I agree. I agree. But I speak because I be feeling stuff. And boss lady, know when I say something, don't I say something to you? Next thing you know, somebody else will say it right after I say it. You know, I be reading stuff. Or I go to a video, somebody say the same thing I said. She gotta want. She said no, India, because all they want to do is for her to talk, but she wants the solution. That's why I
How
rewind
come she
this
didn't
for you
want to
guys.
hear me talking?
Oh, go ahead, baby. Because all they want to do is for her to talk, but she wants the solution. Go ahead and talk, Queen. Well, I wish I could play that Swiss Beat song right now, but that's a beautiful copyright strike. But y'all know that song. Can't help that girl. Can't help that girl. But I'm gonna rewind it again so you guys can hear it for yourself. And how she start the video off talking about Nature Boy. Now, if 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 she wanted us to, what she should have said was, at least let me try to make peace with my moms. You know what I'm saying? Maybe make peace with my mother I feel sorry for those children. Yes, that's what I want to hear about the children. I would love to hear more about the kids. But let's go so we can be out of here early tonight.
If you don't care about me in any kind of way, even at the slightest, I'm gonna keep it moving with a smile because I don't got time for people to be dealing with me from an idea of who they think I am. I'm tired of that. I was in a relationship for 3 years, bro. 3 years. Gave my all. Literally, literally, literally.
Be glad, Val, you haven't had 1/20th of the haters I had. It's God's will. I love demons. They're like family. Oh, get out of here, James. We almost finished, lifted. We almost finished. We almost finished. We almost finished. We almost finished. I know we almost finished, guys. I'm sorry, but if I got to watch it, y'all got to watch it with me. Her mother never left her. Her mother never left her. Okay? And then her mother has 8 kids. Boss lady, oh my goodness. Sometimes she say that, oh, and I don't be in the thing. She lucky I'm in here. You got to remember, her mother had her own breakdowns. Remember, Larry had many women. The mother couldn't take it. I'm not looking at her eyes, Paul. Paul, you look at her eyes. Shit. Trying to set me up. Yeah, her moms, they have 8 kids. I think only one of them, one or two, is not by pops. But she got 6 siblings. The rest of them is by Larry, her father, Larry. Pops. Hey, living in my truth. She cannot do that. She can't do that. But she needs to do that. She needs to make amends with her mother. She needed it because somebody said it. I don't know, was there in another video? Was it Nature? I think Nature Boy said it. Oh my God, I gotta repeat something that he said. Oh my God, I'm gonna wash my mouth out with soap. He said, "Who gonna keep the baby when she go in labor?" So she got a couple of months to find a homie. She got a couple of months to find a homie. And who's gonna keep Eliana? And damn, I had to get that out of my mouth. Not you, James. I was talking to Paul. Both of y'all kings. Both of y'all are kings. And I said before that'd be her best choice, but her and he said a couple of things about her. Oh God, I don't want to. I'm not gonna repeat it. I'm not. He was 100% correct, so I'm not gonna repeat it. No, 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 no. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Literally. And the whole time the person was dealing with me from an idea of who they thought I was, rather than getting to know me genuinely and loving me from that place. I don't got time for nobody like that. Exactly, Christ did not call us to be doormats. No, you can't wipe your feet on me and think that I'm not gonna feel no type of way with your crusty ass feet. No, no. And a lot of people mad that I stand up for myself, but I don't give a damn. I don't care. I'm at that point. I'm at that point. Like, no, I'm at that point. Like, I don't care how you feel. I don't care. I don't care. I will keep saying that. I will say it to a bitch face. And you know what? God forgive me for even cursing like that in that moment, because I shouldn't even be doing that around Eliana. But at the end of the day, You know why I'm not around people? I'm not around people because when I speak to people and I tell them how I feel, they want to fight me. They want to hit me. They want to literally fight me. Even if I'm not around them. Even if I'm not around them. I don't even have to be around them and tell them how I feel. I could be over the phone. I could not say nothing and they still want to hurt me. They still want to fight me. Why? I don't do nothing to nobody. I don't be using nobody. I don't be manipulating nobody. I don't be doing none of that. I just be doing what I feel like is right. And then when I figure out if I'm doing something that's wrong and I figure out that it's not right, I ask for forgiveness. I keep it moving. I take accountability and I keep it moving. And I continue to build my life. But I don't want to be around violence. I don't want to be around negative people. I don't want to be around toxic people, toxic energy. I don't want to be around it. I would rather be by myself, completely by myself with my children, than to be put in a situation where I'm getting abused in any kind of way. And you should too. I don't care how much you think you love that person. I don't care how much love you feel like you have for that person. I don't care if you feel like you will lay down your life. But if that person is hurting you, abusing you, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, sweetie, my dearest sweetie, don't allow nobody to abuse you. Don't do it. Because guess what? If you let somebody abuse you, then on the flip side to that, you're gonna be hurt. You're gonna look stupid. You're gonna feel bad. Your self-confidence gonna be at zero. You're not gonna know what to do with yourself. You're gonna be depressed. You're gonna be crying about every little thing in life. You're gonna be paranoid. You're gonna be have mental issues straight like that. And a lot of people tell me, "Oh, you need to go to therapy. You need to go to therapy." I went to therapy, and therapy was just sitting there looking at me, crying for me, crying for me. I'm actually working out the kinks of the reasons why I made the decisions that I made. Like, that's what therapy don't tell us and don't get down to the root of what did you do. We therapy only targets the root, like as far as our childhood, and let us know that it's a pattern that we've lived in our life. Okay, yeah, it's a pattern. Okay, yeah. But how do you break that pattern? How do you actively go about breaking that pattern that you consistently are perpetuating that's causing the circumstances that you're going through in your life? You have to look at yourself. You have to ask yourself, why am I continuing to make these same mistakes over and over and over? Is it because I'm insecure somewhere? Am I insecure? Am I looking for love in all the wrong places? You know, do I feel incompetent? Do I feel like I can't accomplish something? You know, and if you ever have evidence in your life that actually mean the opposite, or you assess everything you've done in your life and there's more evidence of the fact that you can be successful, you are confident, you are great, you are loved, you are this, you are that, and there's only but a small percentage that says like you're a failure and you can't do this and you can't do that, you can't do this, more than likely 75% more than likely you are a great person, period. I don't be manipulating nobody.
If anybody would like, she answered the question. She answered the question. She answered the question. If anybody would like to come on a panel and speak their piece, just speak it respectfully and keep it about the topic. You are more than welcome. You are more than welcome. Here goes the link. click on the link. You are more than welcome to sound off. Come on up if you want to come up and speak how you feel about this situation, but keep it on the topic. You are more than welcome. You are more than welcome. I was glad my oldest one is grown, but they just as bad. They just as bad. So now we seen from the beginning when she was EJ, and now we see a very pregnant Velvet. Remember, don't call me Val. Val ain't my name. Did y'all hear how she spoke to her mother and father? So I guess we are about done today. We are about done. Boss lady, go enjoy your company. And you know, I always thank you, Queen. Queen, she'll be back for a second. And I thank all of you guys that is here. If you have not hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate that. And like I said, if anybody would like to say something, I put the chat in there. If nobody don't want to say nothing, maybe you want to say something next time. It's up to you. But the floor is open. Thank you so much for coming in. Come back, come back. Then we talk about different stuff, not just her. We talk about, we go in on some of everybody. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. But thank you guys. I appreciate all of you guys. And the guys who gave me some cups, gave me some donations for my coffee. I really appreciate you. Haven't gotten coffee in a while. So thank you guys. I appreciate you. All right, guys. I see you guys tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a great night. Peace. They still get on your nerves. I'm living my truth. You know Bernie don't play. All right, guys.